Good morning and happy Friday. It's your Pisces MC Trevor Quincy. Welcome to Astrology Chatting Live. Today is September 15th, 2023. And currently in the sky, we have Mercury retrograde. It is at 8 degrees, but Mercury is getting out of retrograde today, thank gosh. But right now, during the retrograde period, since we're still in it, we are asked to reevaluate and revisit certain lessons pertaining to our daily responsibilities, day-to-day endeavors, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. That's also our purpose right now, or our focus right now, since the sun is still in Virgo. Within the next week or so, the sun will ingress into Libra on September 23rd. And right now, since the moon is also in Virgo as well, we just got out of the new moon energy. I hope everybody has had a good new moon. If you guys do manifest or do whatever you do for the new moon, I hope that all went well. Now, with the moon being in Virgo as well, it's important not to over-intellectualize your emotions, but rather feel them through, okay? This can come with intuitive nudges or downloads at this time, since Mercury has an influence here. So it's really important to pay attention to your intuition as well as your emotional well-being. Watch for self-criticism, criticism of others at this time as well. This can actually lead to not financial fulfillment, but emotional fulfillment. Could be financial if Virgo is in your second house. Moving on, we do have Mars in Libra. There's energy and drive towards relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. It's just really important that we're not going after these themes in an impulsive sense, but rather taking our time. With Libra energy, Libra is all about thinking before doing, and Aries is about doing and then thinking later. So it is really important with Mars in Libra that you're thinking before doing, thinking before you're taking action, and not being too impulsive or spontaneous with that action that's being taken. This can lead to stagnation, things not moving forward, etc., etc. Be sure to dot your I's and cross your T's, especially when dealing with contracts, not rushing in or out of business dealings as well. We do have Pluto in retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Right now it's at 28 degrees. Pluto is asking us to revisit and evaluate any lessons pertaining to career status, legacy, hard work, our harsh lessons that we learned early on, karmic lessons as well. Now, this also pertains to authority. Are we being the authority in our lives? Are we taking the driver's seat? Or are we not really taking full accountability of our shadow self? Okay, Pluto's all about really being our true, authentic, and vulnerable selves by accepting the shadow sides that lie within us, hence going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and really making peace with our past too. Now, here in the United States, we may go through our second Pluto return round here, because in the United States birth chart, Pluto was at 27 degrees 33 arc minutes, and right now Pluto is at 28 degrees 2 arc minutes. So it is a high possibility that we will see a second Pluto return happening in the United States. How will that affect the United States? It will affect our economy, because Pluto is in the second house of the United States birth chart, which does affect our money matters, our economy, perhaps how our country values ourselves, and how we consider ourselves to be worthy. So our economy could essentially change over time, as well as our finances. I know BRICS is becoming a thing. Digital currency is also becoming a thing too. And I feel as though that we were actually guided into that because of cryptocurrency and NFTs early on, like a couple of years ago as well too. But with Pluto in Capricorn, this can bring big transformations in ways to which you do see people holding on to power, but there needs to be the shift of the old to the new. So with Pluto being in Capricorn, see what you're holding on see what you're holding on to that no longer serves you, in regards to your authority, in regards to any lessons that you've learned in the past, also in regards to career status, legacy, and life's work as well. Let's see here, with Saturn in Pisces retrograde, Neptune's also in Pisces retrograde too. Saturn wants to make your dreams a tangible reality. So really getting about the business of establishing a connection with the universe, deepening it if it already exists, as well as being sure that you're paying attention to your dreams, any visions that you may be having with Neptune's influence in Pisces as well. This could actually guide you towards making your dreams a tangible reality, creating consistency, structure, and organization behind that as well. Now, Saturn is throwing an aspect, I got low disk space. With Saturn throwing an aspect to Mercury, I'm not going to pay attention to the MC since that changes every 4 minutes, but Saturn, since it's forming an aspect to Mercury retrograde, this can actually come around currently. So the last couple of weeks, there could have been some lessons, there could have been some situations that could have came around full circle in regards to making your dreams a tangible reality, in regards to bringing what it is that you are envisioning for yourself and kind of making that into your real life, okay? Now, I will say with Saturn in Pisces here. Be sure to set up energetic boundaries that we're not taking on anybody's energy so hard, or that we're not taking on anybody's energy in general, because this can actually be, what's this website? This is astrotheme.com. But it is really important that we're setting up energetic boundaries that way we're not taking on energy that's not ours, because we may mistake it as our own, okay? Also, with Saturn in Pisces, it's also lessons pertaining to escapism. Are you not facing certain things with your purest self? And so Saturn here will definitely depending on the house that it's in, will definitely give you further analysis as to where you may be escaping or perhaps not really focusing on your purest self, okay? Then we have North Node and Chiron in Aries. Now, North Node is fated events, will definitely bring events that are moving us towards our purpose, towards our destiny per se as well too. This is in regards to self, identity, independence, taking action towards our life's direction, as well as giving back to ourselves through self-nourishment. With Chiron here, anytime when we feel that we're being ourselves, or perhaps just taking action towards our life's purpose and finding direction in whatever it is that we would like to do, there may be people that want to keep us down, that may project, that may have something to say. Don't give in to it. Focus on your own endeavors. That'll help you to heal yourself, which could potentially help to heal other people as well, okay? Then we have Jupiter and Uranus in Aquarius, which is another hindrance to our economy in mundane astrology. Uranus being in Taurus, actually, I'd said Aquarius. Uranus being in Taurus and Jupiter being in Taurus as well. With Uranus being in Taurus, it's been in Taurus for some time, so this is really the changing that we're seeing on a financial level in our society. With Jupiter now being in Taurus and it's retrograde, we can now see blessings coming in, but now is a great time to introspect and reflect over certain life experiences that we've had, certain opportunities that have come our way that have really I guess in a sense help us to establish our worth and value, okay? Because Taurus's archetype really deals with really establishing our worth and value, but not equating money to that as well. Perhaps maybe is now a great time to reestablish the balance between giving and receiving as well. Now, with Taurus energy, just be sure to watch out for overindulgence, self-splurging, especially with Jupiter here. Perhaps you already know the lesson since Jupiter is retrograde as well. If we're not paying attention to those lessons, Uranus will give us kind of the great awakening in a sense as well too. Venus is out of retrograde, has been out of retrograde for some time now. It's been about a week or so. But with Venus in Leo, it's really expressing and becoming more confident about what we want in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, but also what we want out of love, romance, life in general, how we want to enjoy life for its recreation and its endeavors as well. Perhaps you like to have fun with other people like to have fun with you. It's really great. It's a good time here. But with Venus in Leo, it is really important to, another indicator to watch out for having too much fun, because Venus does do well in the fifth house, does do well in the sign of Leo, but in terms of relationships, you may want to be more confident in relationships. Perhaps maybe you want to attract a partner that is more confident as well. Perhaps maybe going through your own confidence journey, building up that confidence, expressing yourself, putting yourself out there, and not dimming your light because of other people's projection may actually bring in somebody who would be beneficial for you in terms of a partnership as well. And that's pretty much it, what's going on for the transits right now. We do have readings today, but I am giving away a free reading for the first person that can correctly answer the following. Universally, the sun is at home in the sign of Leo and is exalted in Aries. But if the sun was at home in Scorpio, my natal, what would the sign be to be exalted? Like, where would the sun be exalted? In which sign? Oh, let me say the sun. Okay, so I'll read that one more time here. Let's see. Not in me natal. Universally, the sun is at home in Leo and is exalted in Aries. If the sun was home in Scorpio in my natal, what sign would the sun be exalted in my personal chart? Cherry got it right off the bat. It is Cancer. Just making sure. All right. It is Cancer. How did I get there? I'll explain right after I say this. So we are doing readings today for $15. If in the case that you would like a reading, all you have to do is donate your $15 to TRZO LLC. That's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all three platforms. All you have to do is send your information, birth time, birth date, birth location, just like the example that you see right up there. And just for international birthdays, if in the case that you could just format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year. That would be great. If you, in the case you forget to send your information, just send it to my Instagram at TRZO, TRESCZO. Okay, so how did we get this? Let's take a look at the chart. Hopefully I still have it. Okay, great. So right now, we can even use Virgo as an example, but I'd rather not since we already did Scorpio. So if the sun is at home in Leo, The sun would be in Leo. Is there a sidereal chart I can go to? Yes, there is. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up the sidereal transits. That way we have a better feel for this. I just got to wait for a load. Thank you so much, Cherry. I will keep that noted. Is this not loading? Okay. Sidereal chart calculator. That does not want to work. Okay, so we're just going to stick with this. Okay, so if the sun is home in Leo and it's exalted in Aries, how many spaces away does it take the sun to be exalted? So let's count. Using derivative astrology, we're always going to use wherever the sun is at as number 1. So if the sun, for instance, is in Virgo and we're counting to Aries, we would start at Virgo, okay? But since the sun is home in Leo, we're going to start with Leo. So Leo would be 1, Virgo would be 2, Libra would be 3, Scorpio would be 4, Sag 5, Cap 6, Aqua 7, Pisces 8, Aries is 9. So if the sun is home in Leo and it gets exalted in Aries, it is 9 places from itself. So if I put the sun in Scorpio in my personal birth chart, it would be exalted in Cancer, because Cancer is 9 places from Scorpio. And you can actually take a look as to where the sun may be personalized or exalted in your chart by seeing where the sun is 9 places from itself. So for instance, if your sun is in Aries, it would be exalted in Sagittarius. If your sun was in Taurus, it would be exalted in Capricorn. Gemini, it would be Aquarius. Cancer, it would be Pisces. Leo, it'd be Aries, of course, because that's the standard. Virgo would be Taurus. Libra would be Gemini. Scorpio would be Cancer, like we just said. Sagittarius would be Leo. Capricorn would be Virgo. Aquarius would be Libra, and Pisces would be Scorpio, all right? So let's see what we got going on here. Let's just go up here. And for those that would want a reading, for those that are coming in, we are doing readings. Readings are open. We are just getting started. We're going to start with Cherry, and then we are going to just go from there. Also, don't mind me because Mercury is finally getting out of retrograde, but it's been in my 3rd house for the last 3 weeks, and I'm recalibrating. All right, so let's see here. We got Cherry. Not Cheery. Are you Cherry? We never know. You're practically a native New Yorker. I'll give it to you because Perth Amboy, it's pretty much New York if you look at it. I know it's a little in there, but I still consider it to be New York. I said what I said. Let's see here. 3:53 p.m. Great. Cherish. Ooh, I love that name. Cherish the joy you're always giving me into my life. Cherish Madonna. No, anybody? All right, let's see here. Ooh, Scorpio Ascendant too. All right, so here's how I do my readings. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually move this way. That way you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go through each placement one by one to see if you have any critical degrees. What are critical degrees? Critical degrees are degrees of significant importance. So if you do have a critical degree, it's important to pay attention to the sign and the house, okay? You need to pay attention to the sign and the house. Why do I say that? Fated events, people, places, things, the nouns, they can all come in to help you grow and to evolve on your journey, okay? Now, you can do this yourself, but critical degrees are kind of like fated events that kind of help you to understand what you're doing or what purpose you're meant to fulfill here, okay? So let's get started here. Let's see what Cherish has, okay? We have Sun 21 Cancer, Moon 4 Virgo, Moon's at a critical degree. Mercury 16 Leo, Venus 2 Virgo, Mars 29 Leo, Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 17 Leo, Saturn 4 Aquarius retrograde. Uranus 11 Capricorn retrograde, Neptune 15 Capricorn retrograde. Pluto 17 Scorpio retrograde, North Node 18 Capricorn retrograde. Chiron 29 Cancer, Chiron's at a critical degree. Ascendant 22 Scorpio, Ascendant's at a critical degree. MC 4 Virgo, MC, your midhaven is at a critical degree. All right, let's see what's going on up here. All right, so Scorpio, part of your ascendant or your ascension is really to focus on your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past as well. Now, letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, will definitely help you to step into your power, okay? But being yourself and taking action towards your life's direction may make people a little bit triggered. You may be intimidated, or other people may consider you to be intimidating when you're around their presence. Perhaps your energy may be too serious for them or too deep, perhaps. When you're being your authentic self, you are standing in your power, which means that you are serving as a catalyst, which is helping other people to either heal or to project. 9 out of 10 times they may project, so just don't give in to the projection, okay? Focus on yourself, focus on your identity, forming a sense of independence for yourself. Not only will this help you to step into your power, but this will also contribute to your career, status, legacy, life's work, and also your life's purpose as well, taking action towards figuring out a belief or a philosophy for yourself and expanding on that as well, okay? Now, your chart ruler, you have first house ruler in the first house, which means that self-identity, independence, taking action towards your life's direction, as well as giving back to yourself for self-nourishment is also going to be highlighted, as well as your career, status, legacy, and life's work, since Mars is your second chart ruler there, okay? Obstacles, karma can definitely be played out, but you have the energy to overcome these things, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Sagittarius. Just watch for frivolous spending here. We do have the party in Capricorn. We have North Node, we have Neptune, and we have Uranus here. Could be an artist, a singer, songwriter, or a musician, if in the case that that is something that you like to do with Neptune's influence here. Could definitely make a great entertainer, if in the case that you would like to express yourself through song or artistry as well. With North Node in the third house, you could be the jack of all trades, master of none, and you'll even do it better than the master of one. This is something that can be utilized within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. Now, you can also have a lot of information, may appear knowledgeable to other people. Whoever you're sharing your information with, if in the case that you are, just be sure to back that up with your personal experience. This will help you to figure out balance between the two, help you to find the balance between your North and your South Node as well. And it'll also help you to utilize those natural gifts that you came into this life with as well, okay? Uranus in the third house is a very progressive energy here. Your thoughts and your opinions are very forward thinking, very in the future. And so people may not take right away to what is being said. It may take days, weeks, months for that to manifest, or for them to realize that, oh, this is actually coming to pass. Okay, so don't be alarmed or afraid, or any of the A words really, if in the case that people aren't taking to what you're saying right away, okay? Let's see here. But I will say that your ideas can definitely be utilized within your future endeavors. So pay attention to your ideas, write them down if you need, because they can definitely be utilized when executing your future endeavors and can contribute to emotional fulfillment for you. With Saturn in the fourth in Aquarius. Now, this is a bit of a tricky placement here, because this can implement that you didn't have the best relationship with perhaps a mother figure or your family in general. Perhaps you didn't receive the emotional nourishment that you needed or craved early on in childhood, so you went out searching it for yourself. It is important to give it back to yourself instead of searching for it on an external level. But once you do give into yourself, cater to your own emotional well-being, feeling your feelings through instead of over-intellectualizing them, since you have Aquarius on that fourth house cusp, you're going to notice that a chosen family tends to come in for you. There's not much that you really need to do here. This could represent an absent parent, a parent that is not present there physically, or he could be emotionally absent as well. Now you're saying your father figure is here. Saturn being in the fourth usually does indicate the father figure or the less dominant parent here too. It is really important that you develop consistency around processing your emotional well-being, because then things will really start taking off for you here, okay? Nothing in Pisces, nothing in Aries, nothing in Taurus, nothing in Gemini. Sun in Cancer here. We also have Chiron in Cancer too at that critical degree. Perhaps you grew up with a certain philosophy, a belief system, or religion that you didn't quite resonate with. You are urged in this lifetime to figure out what your own meaning of life is. What is your life purpose? What is your truth? And be sure that it resonates to you on an emotional level. Otherwise, it gets the job, okay? But it's part of your becoming. It's a part of your focus, okay? Finding a belief system, finding a philosophy that best resonates with you and your truth as well. Also to focus on your emotional well-being, learning yourself at a foundational level. Who are you truly? Who are you to your core? Saturn actually wants you to master that in the fourth house as well too. With Chiron in Cancer, these are wounds that can also come from family. Perhaps maybe you didn't feel like you could be yourself around family, that you couldn't live the lifestyle that you wanted to because of your family. But I would say, let's see here, with Moon in Virgo, there can tend to be over worry about what the family may think about your lifestyle. You need to focus on your own personal development journey, focusing on how to make yourself the best version of yourself possible. And that's actually what's going to start healing, not only yourself, but healing other people in the process too. Let's see here. Then we have Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and Venus in that 10th house there. Now, in the 10th house, when you have Venus and Mars, they're not conjunct, so I'm not really concerned more so with like the energy of like impulsivity and things like that. But with Mars conjunct Jupiter, just watch out for like watch out for taking spontaneous action in career status, legacy, and life's work, because this can actually be a very big thing, and it can cause a lot of stagnation, a lot of or start and stop energy, I should say. With Jupiter in the 10th house, just be sure to take advantage of any opportunities that do come across, because they can help you to build your career status, legacy, and life's work. This could be things that people may talk about. Perhaps maybe you can use your communication skills within your career status, legacy, and life's work, but whatever you are utilizing within your communication, just be confident within that. Rather it be sharing your ideas, sharing your perspective, sharing your thoughts as well. Confidence is going to be needed with Leo being on that 10th house cusp, okay? Other people will definitely help you to build your career, status, legacy, and life's work, but just be sure here that we are opening ourselves up to receiving that help as well, okay? Moving on, we do have the MC and the moon in Virgo in that 11th house here, emotionally fulfillment. Wow, I cannot talk today, everybody. Emotional fulfillment can come through friends, groups, networks, and organizations, as well as the execution of your future endeavors as well. Now, I will say with Moon in Virgo, do not over-intellectualize your emotions, but rather feel them through. Don't over-worry. Watch out for self-criticism and criticism of others as well. Part of your mission in this lifetime is to help other people to become the best versions of themselves, to really cater to their personal development journey, which means that you're going to go through your own personal development yourself, which means that it's really important to focus on how you can become the best version of yourself possible and being confident within that as well too. MC ruler is 12 places from itself. There could be some unconscious qualities that you may learn when you are by yourself. So prioritizing that spiritual development, spending time with the universe will help you to become more conscious of these qualities that you may not be conscious about, or perhaps they may come out when you're around other people, but you still may not be aware of that, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. Hello, everybody that is coming in here. Excuse my lack of communication today. It's just Friday. But you know what? I want to know if anybody else feels this way too, because it's cloudy here today. And I noticed that when it's cloudy, at least where I'm at right now, I tend to have like an off day. But earlier in the year when I was doing lives, it was just cloudy every single day, and I would just be like, oh, I don't know. But happy Friday, everybody. How's everyone doing? Where's everybody from? You know, but let's see here. Readings are $15 for Kiwi. Readings are $15. Just send that to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms. Just be sure to include your birth information, like the example that you see right up there, and just format that month, day, year if you're an international baby, okay? And if you forget to send your information, just send that to my Instagram at TRZO, TRESCZO. All right. But while we are waiting for people to come in, perhaps maybe it's just that people aren't on right now. But I'm on like later than I usually would be for my mornings, but earlier than my afternoons. Moving forward, I will not be doing 2 readings, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I will just be doing 1 reading, or 1 live, I should say, per day. So if in the case that I don't catch you, be sure to look at the private readings if you're still interested in getting an analysis, okay? All right, but this reading or this live may be quick today, because it doesn't seem like many people are here today. But I did have a chat with myself earlier today, because I was just like, I don't know, I'm feeling like I'm in this transition energy, and even though I just moved, I'm kind of out of the honeymoon phase to where it's like, oh, you know, everything is still possible, but I'm kind of like reality set in, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So I'm just trying to readjust, but thank God Mercury retrograde is ending today, but I feel like it's just penting up in my 3rd house at the moment, because I find myself stumbling over my words this morning, and it's also probably because I didn't eat yet, but I'll be eating in a bit, okay? Let's see here, but how's everybody doing today? How's everybody breathing? Are the readings still open? Yes, the readings are still open. If you'd like a reading, they're going to be $15. TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms. All right, let's see here. Kiwi just sent on Cash App. We're just going to verify, unless I'm just not getting emails today. Then I'll just go to the app myself. Let's see. All right. Hi, Trenton. How you doing? I called you, and you just did not pick up the phone, T. By the way, everybody, Trenton is my twin. We're twins. Trenton is my twin. All right, I got Kaylee. Oh, yeah, I got Kaylee. Let's see here. Just making sure that I'm not missing anybody. I'm a twin. Oh, come on, twins and twins. Ooh, girl, don't come for me like that. I didn't get the call. I call scam. I'm just pulling your feet. All right, let's see here. Just making sure that I got everything. But of course, on the one day that I need my connection to like at least just pick up a little bit, it decides to work like painlessly slow. Sarah, I got yours. Didn't need to put that in caps. All right, Kaylee, we're going to start off with you here. When it loads. Not the scam. We'll talk later. Yes, we will. All right, let's oh, Kaylee, I spelled your name all wrong, and here I am just like typing away. I am so sorry. Please bear with. And please tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, because I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, is it pronounced Keely or Kaylee? You know, I just want to make sure. Got to put respect on the name. All right, Shreveport. I don't have a song for Shreveport. Don't have a song for Louisiana. But you know what? Let's look at the bright side. All right. So let's see here. Cancer energy. Yes, we love that. And we're going to do, okay, 301. Oh, not 302. Could have a totally different ascendant. You'll never know. Keely? Okay, so it is Keely. Oh, Keely. That reminds me of one of the Cheetah Girls. Yes. All right, Libra Ascendant. Here we go. I'm just going to see if you have any critical degrees. Sun 3 Cancer, Moon 1 Aries. Moon is at a critical degree. Mercury 19 Cancer retrograde. Venus 7 Cancer. Mars 5 Cancer. Jupiter 28 Taurus. Saturn 25 Taurus. Uranus 20 Aquarius retrograde. Neptune 6 Aquarius retrograde. Pluto 10 Sagittarius retrograde. North Node 25 Cancer retrograde. Chiron 12 Sagittarius retrograde. Ascendant 25 Libra. MC 27 Cancer. Okay, so not many critical degrees, but like, child, look at these retrograde planets. Even the Chiron is retrograde. Wow. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Part of your ascension requires you to focus on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Just be sure to watch out for people-pleasing energy, putting other people before yourself to your detriment as well, okay? Maybe a little bit of conflict, inner tension in regards to your career status, legacy, and life's work, and your identity, your independence, who you believe that you are. Now, I will say here, just be sure that whatever you're doing within your career status, legacy, and life's work definitely goes in tandem with who you choose to identify with at this current time, and you're also emotionally resonant with whatever you're doing within your career status, legacy, and life's work. That'll actually help to turn this conflict into a means of success and achievement for you. And also, because your 10th ruler is in the 10th house of career status, legacy, and life's work, those themes are going to be more highlighted as well. But as I said, just be sure that whatever you're doing with your career status, legacy, and life's work, that you're emotionally resonant with it. Otherwise, it gets the job. All right? Moving on, nothing in Scorpio. We have Sagittarius in that third house. Very powerful speaker here. But sometimes, perhaps you may not be aware of your audience. And with Pluto in the third house here, you need to be aware of who's listening. People have to be ready to receive the things that you are saying. Because when you're expressing your truth through communication, through community, or just developing your skills, other people definitely may feel intimidated, or they may feel like your energy is very intense, per se. They may feel a little bit triggered in a sense. It's because your words may cause other people to either heal or project. So they may project, so don't take on that projection. However, you may have internalized some wounds because of other people projecting on whatever it is that you're saying. So finding an outlet to get those words out, whether it be journaling, speaking to the universe, writing the letter that was never delivered, whatever that may be, that will actually help you to figure out ways that you can better communicate, or just, get it out in a way that won't affect other people. Or perhaps you just may not care about what it is that you're saying, and you may just not take on the projection. It'll help you to heal yourself and heal other people, and it'll help you to step into your power. But you naturally actually balance out whatever you're saying to other people with personal experience. So there's always going to be truth within that, okay? Let's see here. We have nothing in Capricorn. We have Uranus and Neptune in Aquarius. Just watch out for escapism here when having fun. You do like to have fun in a very unconventional way. Perhaps paying attention to your ideas when you are having fun, building up your confidence, expressing yourself, putting yourself out there. Because with Uranus here, this can actually contribute to not only your career status, legacy, and life's work, but any future endeavors that you may have as well. You having fun can actually be the catalyst to coming up with these innovative and out-of-the-box ideas as well. Maybe some inner conflict and tension, perhaps, with your healing journey, with going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, and really just being your true authentic self. So just be sure that you're expressing your authentic self. That'll actually turn this square into something that you can use as a means of success and achievement. especially in your healing journey as well too. Perhaps you may have an unconventional way of expressing yourself which may go against your healing journey, so just be sure that you're just being yourself and stepping in your power with that as well, okay? Nothing in Pisces. We have Moon in Aries in that 7th household sign. Emotional fulfillment could be found through relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, but you need to face your emotions head on. Violent outbursts, lashing out can definitely come out if in the case that you bottle your emotions up, okay? Moon in Aries can definitely find fulfillment through taking action towards whatever it is that you would want to do. Just watch out for impulsive or spontaneous tendencies, especially in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. Business contracts, just be sure to dot your I's and cross your T's as well, okay? Moving on, we have Saturn, Taurus, Jupiter, and Taurus, which means that you need to confront any fears in regards to intimacy, vulnerability, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn brings you in alignment with your dharmic path. Now, with Saturn here also as well, this can bring a long life, can bring longevity to the native. However, it may not be the healthiest life too, so definitely watch what you're consuming, especially with Taurus having an influence here as well, okay? With Saturn in the 8th house, especially conjunct Jupiter, you can come into an inheritance. It may be big, but it may come with a delay as well. Moving on, you're going to have a lot of wisdom that comes from your healing journey. Just be sure to share that with others, but make sure that you're not giving too much of yourself to other people. Remember, we cannot be intimate and vulnerable with everybody, okay? Now, moving on, we have nothing in Gemini. We have the Sun, Mars, Venus. We have Mercury, North Node, and your MC all in Cancer, which brings me to my last note before I let you go. With your Sun, part of your focus is on career status, legacy, and life's work. With Mars here, you have the energy and drive to get things done. Mars in Cancer, another indicator to face your emotions head on. You're very protective about your career status, legacy, and life's work, or perhaps about people that are closest to you. Just be sure that we're not taking impulsive or spontaneous action over our career status, legacy, and life's work, because this can lead to stagnation and challenges within the career. Other people are meant to help you out within your career. You're not meant to do it alone, although you may have a lot of independence from this Mars here. Just be sure that you're opening yourself to receptivity or to receive any help from other people that could potentially help you to grow within your career status, legacy, and life's work. A lot of intuitive nudges. Be sure that we're listening to our intuition within our career, but you can definitely be a good speaker, a public speaker, or perhaps utilize any ideas that have come from this Uranus placement, if you ask me. You can utilize that within your career status, legacy, and life's work. A lot of fated events that will happen, a lot of hardships that can happen as well too. We don't talk enough about how the 10th house is actually the house of hardships, juxtaposed being the house of just career status, legacy, and life's work. The North Node, the 10th house, especially because it's conjunct the MC, it will bring you recognition, it will bring you success into some degree, whatever field that you're in. However, it will also bring hardships in order for you to really take advantage of keeping up success, okay? Because when you're dealing with the masses, you really need to be on your P's and Q's about who you're allowing into perhaps maybe your personal life, or perhaps who you're allowing into your energy in general, okay? Because there could be somebody who could sabotage that for you. So paying attention to that, really paying attention to the lessons that you can learn. There could, as I said, with your chart ruler being 10 places from itself, this could bring karma on its own obstacles as well, not to scare you, but you have the energy to overcome it. You will definitely be in favor every time, especially because your North Node is here, so fated events are naturally going to happen in this area of your life anyway, so there's not much that you really need to do. Just focus on really creating something that emotionally resonates with you. That's it. So that's all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you, Keely. That's one thing I'm for sure having to learn. I can't give everybody my everything to everybody. Absolutely. And I always say in my previous readings, the best relationship that you can have, or the best relationship that there is the relationship that you have with yourself. So the more that you focus on yourself, the more that you focus on pouring back into yourself, really filling up your own cup, that's when you start to attract other people. Now, I'm not going to lie, though, because I don't buy into you have to be content with yourself and you have to be able to, you're not going to want a relationship, because, people still want a relationship. They may not just go chasing after it, in order to attract one. You can attract a relationship and still want one. You don't necessarily have to not want a relationship and then that means that the relationship is coming in. All right. Are you giving readings? Yes, readings are still open. I just began maybe 5-10 minutes ago. So they are reading. If you want one, they're just going to be $15 hairs today. Just donate that to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms. Just be sure to include your birthday, time, and location. Thank you for the heart. Ooh, 11:11 on my clock. I'll show you too. Look at God. Yeah, showing up, showing out. Let's see here. Still, I wanted to go next. Well, you got to get on the list. Wait a second. When the $15 comes through, that's when we add you to the queue. You know, we got Sarah and Jessica on board too. All right. And then for international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year, because we're not in Europe. Well, Trenton is, but I'm not. You know, and all for Instagram. If in the case that you forget to send your birth information, Instagram me at TRZO, TRESCZO. All right. Let's see here. South Node conjunct the Ascendant. South Node conjunct the Ascendant, which means that you have natural gifts pertaining to yourself, your identity, your life's direction, what it is that you would like to do, and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment, okay? But this means that you're naturally moving away from doing everything on an independent level, but taking the gifts and the lessons that you've learned, but really catering more towards relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well. With the South Node conjunct the Ascendant, there's a spiritual perspective, there's a spiritual essence to who you are. There could be, you could be a teacher, a guru, you could definitely do works in spirituality, but you are meant to definitely implement that or integrate that into your one-to-one connections, interpersonal connections as well too. All right, let's see who else is here. All right, so Sarah is up next. Is Sarah here? Sarah. All right, we got Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That's the only thing I know about that song. That's it. Never saw the musical. Never saw the movie. Was it a movie? We'll never know. Let's see here. We'll never know. Sarah is here. How will you be doing the readings? Well, I can show you better than I can tell you. So stay put because you're in for a show. All right. I'm just going to move this up a little bit so that you can see it. And we're just going to go down here. I'm really just trying to fit everything in, but I can't at the moment. Let's see. Is this... It's fine with me. Okay, here we go. Sun 3, Scorpio, Moon 18, Taurus, Mercury 14, Libra, Venus 25, Scorpio, Mars 29, Pisces, retrograde. Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 4, Gemini, retrograde. Jupiter is at a critical degree. Saturn 28, Sagittarius, Uranus 28, Sagittarius, Neptune 7, Capricorn, Pluto 12, Scorpio, North Node 11, Pisces, retrograde, Chiron 7, Cancer, retrograde, Ascendant 8, Virgo, MC 6, Gemini. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Part of your ascension requires you to focus on your daily responsibilities, day-to-day events, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health as well. Watch out for self-criticism, criticism of others as well. Watch out for the perfectionism, okay? The perfectionistic tendencies that can tend to come out as well. Yeah, they can come. Now, I can sense that you're a picky patty, but hey, I'm not mad about it. You know what you want, so I'm not mad. I also have Venus in the 6th house, so I know that you're not just going to settle. You know, you're going to look at the best option and go accordingly. But with Venus in your 1st house, this does come with charm and harmony to your personality. Could actually do wonders for your aesthetic, if you know what I mean. But watch out for people pleasing and definitely giving to other people towards your detriment, okay? Chart ruler could be found 2 places from itself in that 2nd house there. It is really important that we are focusing on establishing multiple sources of income for ourselves, but also focusing on our worth and value and not equating that to money, as well as focusing and catering to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts too. You'd benefit from writing your own contracts, definitely writing your own prenup if you wanted to get married too. It'd work for you, okay? But I want to just hop back to this Venus real quick because you do have a mutual reception here between Mercury and Libra and Venus and Virgo. Having a relationship with yourself is the best relationship that you can ever have, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, once you know your worth and value, this can actually help you to learn more about yourself, your identity, and give you a direction in life to take action towards your career status, legacy, and life's work, as well as the things that you would like to accomplish, okay? Moving on. Let's see here. Already did the 1st house, already did the 2nd house. We have Sun and Pluto and Scorpio in that 3rd house here. Major focus on community, communication, developing your skills. Siblings, cousins, your immediate environment are also going to have an influence here too. Very powerful speaker, definitely likes to look for the truth. It is really important here that you do know your audience, that you do know who you're talking to, because they need to be ready for the things that are coming out from you, the things that you are saying. Not that you're saying anything wrong, not that you're doing anything wrong, but you're speaking truth. And this truth can can trigger people and lead people to feel a little bit intimidated. Okay, your energy is very authentic, and so with that, you're giving people the ultimatum to heal or to project. So it's really important that you're not giving into the projection, that you're just focusing on your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions as well. Anything that you're sharing with other people, make sure that you're balancing that out with personal experience. That can give you emotional fulfillment for you as well. And it can also help you to step into your power, just as long as you're not over obsessing over your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions, as well as communication endeavors too. Also, be sure not to over obsess over your healing journey or looking for a philosophy, your own meaning of life, or perhaps going after your life's purpose or trying to figure out what that may be, okay? Moving on, we do have Saturn and Uranus and Sagittarius in that fourth house. Could represent an absent parent, could have been physically or emotionally, could be father, okay? And this is also at the apex of a major T-square here. So you could have had an unconventional upbringing, definitely didn't receive the emotional nourishment that you could have craved from parents or your family as well. You are learning a lot about your emotional well-being, perhaps learning how to express your emotions, feel your feelings through instead of running away from your emotions. It is really important here. You're learning how to expand your emotional well-being, which means that you need to learn yourself at a foundational level. Who are you truly? Who are you to your core? With this T-square here, tapping into your career status, legacy, and life's work, putting your eggs in multiple baskets, and perhaps becoming that jack of all trades, master of none, but always doing it better than the master of one, could also help you to expand, but it can also help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you may be feeling within yourself as well too, okay? Moving on, we do have Neptune and Capricorn. Watch for escapism, developing a connection with the universe, deepening that connection with spirit if it already exists, can actually help you to develop confidence for yourself. This confidence is going to be needed to execute any future endeavors that you may have for yourself. Friends, groups, networks, and organizations can also help you to execute this as well, but once you tap into this confidence, it'll help you to heal not only yourself, but heal other people too. This confidence can come from realizing that you are different for a reason. Perhaps there are wounds around rejection, feeling like you're different for a reason that you can't really put your finger on, trying to fit into groups that you had no business being in the first place, because you're different, because you have the energy to really progress society to move forward, okay? And this can come with a little bit of distance from people that may not know their energy, okay? You're different because you have what it takes to really make society greater for yourself. And once you realize that, that can also be a means that can help you to heal yourself and heal other people. Anything that you're executing for your future endeavors, whether they be hopes, your wishes, your dreams, whatever, just be sure that they emotionally resonates with you. Otherwise, it gets the job. All right, moving on. We have nothing in Aquarius. We have Pisces North Node, and we have Mars in Pisces too. Be sure that we're not rushing in or out of relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts, dotting our I's, crossing our T's there too. Any interpersonal situations that may happen, any inner conflicts that may be happening within that as well, just be sure to keep it within the dynamic. Okay, bringing other people within that is not going to make it any better. It's actually going to cause conflict and frustration, okay? What I said before, having a relationship with yourself, best relationship that you can ever have, that's actually going to move you into your fated events that can happen around relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contract. This can actually be a soulmate type of connection. Since it's in Pisces, you naturally may attract people that have your purest intentions at heart. Now, this is not going to come easy though, okay? Because since your North Node is fated events, it is really getting you to really focus on what you're moving towards. So it may not come easy at first. You may have a false illusion of what a relationship may look like. So it's really important to look at the realistic side of what a relationship looks like that way, and utilizing that South Node gift of really discerning what is for you, what is not for you, and taking that into relationships, partnerships, and interpersonal connection instead of just dreaming that one day you're going to end up in the most perfect relationship. You know, just be realistic about it, but also keep the vision as well too, okay? Moving on, nothing in Aries. We have Moon and Taurus in that ninth house. Emotional fulfillment could be found through finding your philosophy, your specific meaning of life, or perhaps a certain belief system that correlates to your life's purpose as well, and expanding on that. Be careful not to be too dogmatic in your belief system as well, since Taurus tends to be a little stubborn here, okay? But with Moon and Taurus, you're emotionally stable, good fortune manifesting for you. It will give you emotional fulfillment over the course of your life. This actually could be material for you. Just be sure not to incorporate or equalize money to your worth and value as well, okay? Moving on, we have Jupiter and MC in Gemini, jack of all trades, master of none, but always do it better than the master of one, as I said with that Gemini MC. You're definitely meant to share the information that has helped you on your journey with other people as well. This can give you more opportunity to learn about life, to learn about yourself, to even learn about the meaning of life, or perhaps your life's purpose. Now, with Jupiter conjunct the MC, you're definitely going to get a lot of opportunities that will help you to grow within your career status, legacy, and life's work as well. Just utilize those opportunities, okay? MC 10th house ruler is in that second house, so you could be an entertainer, definitely could work in regards to money, could be somebody who works in as an artist or as a musician, perhaps, or you could just be a business person. You could be an entrepreneur, could be somebody who does have a partnership with somebody as well. Whatever the case may be, you're doing multiple things within your career. It's not just one thing that you're doing, okay? And then I already did Chiron in Cancer, so that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see here. We have Jessica, and then we have Egypt, and then we have Leah. Oop, not Lee H, but Leah. Thank you. Of course, of course. Anytime, anytime. Every time you look at me. Yeah. Thank you. All right, Jessica is up next. Is Jessica here? Is Jessica here? Your personality is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Jessica is here. Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. I'm breathing. You know, it's cloudy today. And I'm noticing that, like, every time when it's cloudy, it just affects my energy. You know what I mean? You know? But it does look like it's getting brighter. You know, so that's a plus. But I don't know. I've had better days. Let's say that. I've had better days. I just want it to be sunny. But look at God. Mercury is going out of retrograde at 4 p.m. today. So I'm happy. All right, Leo Ascendant. Let's see what's going on down here. Sun 1 Pisces, Moon 29 Pisces. Moon is at a critical degree. Mercury 7 Aquarius, Venus 13 Aries. Venus is at a critical degree. Mars 4 Pisces. Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 10 Capricorn. 10 may be a signa factor for you in terms of numerology. If you're into that, could be a confirmation for you as well too. I know it's a confirmation for me. Saturn 24 Pisces. Uranus 2 Aquarius. Neptune 26 Capricorn. Neptune's at a critical degree. Pluto 3 Sagittarius. 33 also may be another confirmation for you if you're into numerology. North Node 19 Libra retrograde, Chiron 13 Libra retrograde, Chiron's at a critical degree. Ascendant 13 Leo, MC5 Taurus 55 also may be a confirmation for you if you notice the synchronicities. That's what I'm going after. All right, let's see what's going on up here. Yes, definitely. Same, it's cloudy. I'm in Cali. I need the sun. I'm down south in an undisclosed location, but it's not so disclosed at this point. I'm in Texas, but like right now it's like sunny. And it's not sunny. It's cloudy, but it's been sunny ever since I got here. And then yesterday it just started raining out of nowhere. And now I feel like I'm back in New York. And I'm a bit triggered. I don't know. Maybe it's Pluto. Also, by the way, I did not tell anybody. Guess who moved to their their Pluto descendant line willingly? I found that out on the plane. Let's see here. All right. So we have Leo Ascendant. Part of your ascension is really to focus on building up your confidence, expressing yourself, putting yourself out there, and shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection or perhaps because of self-sabotage as well. Chart ruler is going to be in that 8th house. It's going to be a little bit harder for you, okay? When the chart ruler's in the 8th house could make you a little bit weak, especially because you could be holding on to things that no longer serve you. For you, it could be energy, okay? So be sure that we're letting go of any energy that is no longer serving you, any energy that is not yours. With Pisces energy, we take on energy that is not ours and we may mistake it as our own. So it's really important that we are prioritizing that healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with our past and letting go of what no longer serves us, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts us in alignment with our dharmic path. Just be sure not to rush through your healing journey, establishing a connection with the universe, deepening it if it already exists as well, and making sure that we are developing a trust in the unknown too, okay? When we rush through our healing journey as well as our spiritual journey, this can actually leave psychological damage, so we wouldn't want to do that, now would we? Okay, moving on, we do have Saturn and Pisces. Saturn wants to make your dreams a tangible reality. It can actually put you in a powerful position here once you take action towards that. So establishing that connection with the universe can actually help you to take action towards that as well. And it can even contribute to your emotional well-being, giving you some emotional fulfillment. Look at God. With Saturn in the 8th house, you need to watch out for micromanaging things that are outside of your control, as well as confronting fears with intimacy, vulnerability, as well as your healing journey as well too, okay? Moon and Pisces, just be sure to listen to intuition, paying attention to your subconscious as well as your dreams and any visions, because that can help you to move forward to make your dreams that tangible reality, okay? Nothing in Virgo. We have North Node and Chiron in Libra. There could be wounds around speaking up for yourself, wounds around sharing your thoughts and your opinion. Perhaps people projected onto you when you did speak up for yourself, when you did share your communication, when you did share your opinions and your thoughts. This could have came from other people, perhaps. I will say, though, other people do like to hear what you have to say, but perhaps maybe the things that have come out, it could have been because of this opposition to Aries, sometimes you don't really think through what you're saying, and that can have an impact on the people that are around you. Just be sure to know your audience, as well as finding an outlet to best get those words and opinions and thoughts out that you may feel like you need to hold back. That'll help you to heal yourself and to heal other people too. Also, having a relationship with yourself, the best relationship that you could ever have, can also help you to heal yourself and to heal other people as well too, okay? Fated events will definitely happen around siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, as well as developing your skills. These are placements that are going to get better with time for you, okay? Any placements that are in the 3rd house, the 6th house, the 10th house, and the 11th house are places that get better with time, or sorry, areas of your life that get better with time. Why? This is because in Vedic astrology, these are called the Bacha houses. They deal with skill and longevity, and you need time to get better in these areas of life naturally, okay? With North Node also in Libra, relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts are going to be a main focus here. But as I said, be sure to have that relationship with yourself, best relationship that you can ever have, since Venus is expressing itself in that 7th house area. Finding a relationship that also resonates with your belief system, perhaps resonates with your meaning of life, or really is in alignment with your life's purpose will also help you to establish balance and also help you to heal yourself and heal other people too, okay? Nothing in Scorpio. We have Pluto and Sagittarius in that 5th house. Power comes when you are establishing that confidence and putting yourself out there, having fun, enjoying life for its recreation as well. Just be sure not to over-obsess about that, as well as your life's purpose, your belief system, and philosophy that correlate with that as well, and expansion too, okay? Moving on, we do have Jupiter in Capricorn, Neptune in Capricorn as well. Very busy BIC. You definitely know how to put in the work. Just be sure that you're not overworking yourself to your detriment. Could lead to health issues, could lead to disease, sickness, ailments as well, okay? Be sure to focus on your day-to-day endeavors with a realistic lens, because with Neptune here, this can give you a false illusion on what your day-to-day should look like, okay? Also, developing some schedules around your spiritual development and implementing that within your day-to-day could also help you to grow within your spiritual journey as well too, okay? Now, within your day-to-day, you can also learn a lot about life. You can gain a lot of experience with life too. This can also help you to learn more about yourself. So tapping into those opportunities and taking advantage of them within your day-to-day can also help you to learn more about yourself, your independence, taking action towards your life's direction, as well as figuring out your life's purpose, figuring out a belief system that correlates with you. Now, whatever you're doing within your day-to-day at first may not resonate with your belief system, so just be sure that whatever you're doing within your day-to-day is in alignment with whatever it is your life purpose is, or whatever you believe that your life purpose is for yourself, and that will turn that square into success for you and achievements, okay? Then we have Uranus, we have Mercury, and then, oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Uranus and Mercury in Aquarius. You do yearn to be understood within a relationship, partnership, interpersonal connection. Just be sure that you're understanding yourself. You may learn a lot about yourself in a relationship, partnership, and interpersonal connection too, okay? And this is just by being in that dynamic with other people. Now, you could benefit from writing your own contracts, writing your own prenup if you want to get married, but I would say that having a friendship is more beneficial than just jumping into a relationship. So having a friendship first and then it turning into something serious can definitely help you too. That can also have an influence within your career status, legacy, and life's work. Perhaps maybe you may feel as though that your relationships may hinder your career in some way. Just be sure that there's some alignment in regards to the people that are within your life and your career status, legacy, and life's work. That way you could turn that square into something that could be used as success and achievement too, okay? We already went over Pisces, and then Venus and Aries. Just be sure that we're not rushing to figure out our belief system, rushing to find out our purpose in life, because this can actually leave psychological damage. We wouldn't want that now, would we? Okay? Other people can definitely help you to figure this out, so just be open to receiving their perspective, okay? Last but not least, before I let you go, we do have Taurus MC. With Taurus MC, you're meant to build something that's going to be around for a very long time, but it is going to require a lot of patience on your behalf. So just be sure here that we are working on our patience. The universe, I will say, anytime when you have Taurus placements, the universe will always test your patience. So ask yourself when enough is enough, essentially here, okay? Make sure that, that you're also prioritizing your healing journey, because this can actually help your career to grow tenfold, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, for those that are asking about how to get a chart reading, readings are still open. All you have to do is send $15 to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms. Just be sure to include your birth information, like your date, time, and location, like the example that you see right here. And for international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year. We're not in Europe, okay? If you forget to send your information, that's okay. Just send it to my Instagram at TRZO, TRESCZO, okay? Up next, we have Egypt, followed by Leo. Leo, you're going to be on deck. Egypt, you're up, okay? Let's just refresh to see, did I get anything? Did I know? All right. Yeah, I did not. I did not. Okay, let's see here. All right, now we have Egypt. Egypt. Have you been to Egypt? That's the question of the day. Oh, we got a native New Yorker. That's right. I'm a native New Yorker. You recently had a birthday. Happy belated birthday. What did you do? Where'd you go? Did you do anything? Did you get presents? You know, how was it? Gotcha. LOL, no. I went on a boat ride. Oh, did you? Happy birthday, yes. Oh, but you have not been to Egypt, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Well, lucky for you, we bought you a trip to Egypt. I'm just kidding. We did not buy you a trip to Egypt. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, but let's see what we got going on down here. We have Sun 11 Virgo, Moon 4 Pisces, Moon's at a critical degree. Mercury 18 Virgo retrograde, Venus 26 Leo, Mars 1 Gemini, Jupiter 3 Leo, Saturn 18 Capricorn retrograde, Uranus 5 Capricorn retrograde, Neptune 11 Capricorn retrograde, Pluto 15 Scorpio, North Node 5 Aquarius retrograde, Chiron 24 Cancer, Ascendant 0 Libra, Ascendant's at a critical degree, MC 0 Cancer, MC, your midhaven is at a critical degree. Okay, let's see here. LOL, I was about to say, child. Oh my God, oh my God. Now, if I could afford to buy you a trip to Egypt, I'd be tagging along on that trip too. You know, I wouldn't be doing this live right now. All right, Jean, hi. How do I get a birth chart reading? All you have to do is send 15 doll hairs to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all three platforms. Just be sure to include your birthday, time, and location, just like you see in the example right here. And for international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year instead of day, month, year, because we're not in Europe. And if in the case you forget to send your information, that's okay. Just Instagram me at TRZO, TRESCZO, okay? All right, let's get to this reading. Let's see what's going on up here. Libra Ascendant. Part of your ascension requires you to focus on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contract, marriage, and union is also applicable here, okay? Just watch out for people pleasing, putting other people before yourself to your detriment. Chart ruler could be found in that 11th house of friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. Look at God, all right? You'll naturally have other people to help you to execute your goals for yourself, execute any dreams and wishes that you may have, and it can actually come effortlessly. But confidence is going to be required. It's actually part of your North Node mission to establish your confidence, to really express yourself, put yourself out there, and shine your light, not dim it because of other people's projection or perhaps through self-sabotage. Okay, so it is really important that we're building up that confidence there too. Also with the North Node in Aquarius, really focusing on any ideas that you have because they can be quite innovative and revolutionary. They can actually help to progress society to move forward. Yes. Look at God. All right, moving on. We have Pluto and Scorpio here. Pluto in the second house can make you a very powerful earner, but it can also make you obsess over finances. So just be sure that you're not obsessing over money or equating money to your worth and value, okay? Once you establish your worth and value, this could put you in a very powerful position. As long as you're prioritizing your healing journey, letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, that'll also help you to step into your power as well, too. Moving on, we have nothing in Sagittarius. We have Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn in Capricorn here. Could definitely represent an absent parent, rather emotionally or physically as well. Could have been the father, since we have Saturn in the fourth house here. Nevertheless, you probably didn't receive the emotional nourishment that you craved as a child, and so you probably went outside of yourself to look for that emotional nourishment. Be sure to give that to yourself, really learning your emotional well-being, so feeling your feelings through, as well as learning yourself on a foundational level. Listening to your intuition will definitely also help you to learn what Saturn is trying to teach you here. Saturn's trying to get you to master your emotions, as well as master discipline within your foundational well-being. That way you can utilize that within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. With Neptune here, early on in life, you thought your life could have been normal, but there was a certain situation that has happened that has thrusted you into reality, and now you perhaps question certain things, or you just don't take anything for face value anymore. But this unconventional upbringing did not go without purpose. It was to help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work, helping you to realize whatever you are to do within your life, it needs to have emotional resonance with it. Otherwise, it gets the chop. Once it does fulfill you emotionally, it can actually help you to heal yourself and to heal other people as well. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. We do have North Node. I already went over that. Moon in Pisces, very intuitive. Be sure to listen to your intuition. Also, paying attention to your dreams and any visions that you may have as well. That can definitely be utilized within your day-to-day endeavors. Okay, Moon does find emotional fulfillment through being of service to other people, helping other people. Just make sure that you're not doing that to your detriment. Okay, now there is a square in regards to your day-to-day and perhaps your ninth house, your philosophy, your belief system. So just be sure that your day-to-day, anything that you're doing within your day-to-day is in alignment with your belief system, your philosophy, or perhaps your life's purpose or your own meaning of life, whatever that may mean to you. Okay, now with Pisces also being in that sixth house, you definitely need to incorporate spiritual development into your physicality or within your day-to-day routine. So whatever that may look like for you, as long as it's giving you emotional fulfillment, I don't care what you do, but with Pisces having an influence on that sixth house, just finding that balance between personal development and spiritual development will be applicable for you. We have nothing in Aries, nothing in Taurus, Mars and Gemini in that ninth house there. Mars in the ninth, just be sure not to rush to find a belief system, find a certain philosophy, or rushing to figure out your life's purpose, because this can leave psychological damage, and we wouldn't want that now, okay? Now, you're naturally curious around a belief system or perhaps around a certain philosophy as well. Just be sure to keep that curiosity, all right? Watch for arguments and the debate energy around Mars in the ninth house, because that's a shadow aspect of it, perhaps trying to argue or debate somebody on whether or not their beliefs are valid, true, or accurate. Okay, so just be sure that we are gaining information and just sharing what we have learned with other people, all right? That will alleviate any frustration. Cancer MC, whatever you're doing within your career status, legacy, and life's work, not only can it heal you and heal other people, but it needs to resonate with you emotionally. Otherwise, as I said, gets the chop, okay? You could be a healer, definitely could be an entertainer of some sort, but you're really helping other people to be the happiest versions of themselves that they can be, really bringing happiness into other people's lives as well, okay? MC ruler, 10th house ruler is 9 places from itself, and that 6th house definitely can work in health, wellness, healthcare, definitely could be of service to other people. This could even mean making your dreams a tangible reality and that being expansive for you. You can also be in public work, public service as well too. Okay, then we have Jupiter and we also have Venus in Leo in the 11th house there. Already talked on that, but I will just reiterate, just be sure to take any opportunities to build and grow on your future endeavors to really make your dreams and your wishes a tangible reality for yourself. Other people will definitely help you in this as well, so you're not meant to do it by yourself. In terms of a relationship, you may want somebody who is quite unconventional, somebody who's different, somebody who doesn't quite fit in with tradition as well. You may want somebody who's confident within that, but I will say in terms of a relationship, you may want somebody that you can build with, somebody that you can really execute your future endeavors or your future ideas with together. And that's somebody that can actually help. That's something that could manifest for you. That's somebody that can actually help you to manifest that. This can actually come through an opportunity, but once you develop that confidence, that's when this person can come in for you. You see how, once you work on your own, that's when things usually come in for you. Not just you, I'm telling everybody that. But moving on, last but not least, before I let you go, you do have Sun and Mercury in Virgo. Very chatty subconscious there. Paying attention to your dreams and your subconscious can actually help you to move forward. To make your dreams a tangible reality, let's see here. It can help you within your career status, legacy, and life's work. It can help you to make your dreams a tangible reality as well. Just watch out for self-criticism, criticism of others as well too. Major focus is going to be on your spiritual development journey, establishing that connection with the universe, deepening it if it already exists, as well as focusing on trusting in the unknown and developing your faith on your individualistic journey for spirituality. Now, I will say with Mercury here, watch out for mind games, mental gymnastics. Just watch out for that. That can come through karmic enemies, could be karmic dealings as well. Be sure, as I said before, to establish a balance between personal and spiritual development, okay? That's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part, Egypt. Thank you. All right, let's see here. I got some more names on the board. All right, let's see here. Slay, thank you. Tell your friends. All right, let's see here. That was Egypt. Okay, so we have Leah and then Dominique. I got Anaya and then I have Jean Ray. Let's see here, Dominique. And then we have Anaya. And then we have... I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Jean Ray, John Ray? I just want to put some respect on your name. All right, so Leah is up next. Let's go to Leah. Jean Ray? Okay. Perfect. Look at God. Jean Ray, gotcha. All right, so we have Leah here. All right, for those, oh, Leah just posted. For those who forget, it's okay, it happens. You could send it to my Instagram or you could just put it here. At this point, I really don't care, but I personally don't like putting on the lives because we don't know who's watching the lives. They could take advantage of it. They could look at your energy. We wouldn't want that. Granted, they're looking at the energy as I'm typing it in, so it really doesn't make any difference. But hey, you never know. We could bird box. Let's see here, 12, 26. Sorry for giving you a close-up on my neck. I'm just making sure that everything is correct. All right, let's see here. Okay, Virgo Ascendant or Libra Ascendant? Libra Ascendant. I've had a lot of Libra Ascendants today. Let's see what's going on here. Sun 17 Cancer, Moon 10 Taurus, Mercury 15 Cancer, Venus 12 Gemini, Mars 19 Gemini, Jupiter 12 Capricorn retrograde, Saturn 7 Aries, Uranus 3 Aquarius retrograde, Neptune 26 Capricorn retrograde, Neptune's at a critical degree, Pluto 0 Sagittarius retrograde, Pluto's at a critical degree, North Node 12 Libra retrograde, Chiron 9 Libra, Ascendant 0 Libra, Ascendant's at a critical degree, MC Midhaven 0 Cancer, MC Midhaven at a critical degree. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. Okay, so Libra Ascendant, part of your ascension requires you to focus on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, contract, marriage and union also applicable here too, okay? Now, watch out for people-pleasing, giving to other people towards your detriment, and perhaps your healing, because anytime when you tried to be yourself and it wasn't in regards to putting other people first, other people had a problem with that. And with Libra energy, once they put themselves first, they kind of become like a Diet Aries. It's like Diet Coke and regular Coke, Aries and Libra are kind of like this. They're more the sister signs than some of the other sister signs out there. But I will say, when you're catering towards focusing on yourself, taking action towards your life's direction, and really focusing on self-nourishment, that'll actually help you to heal yourself and to heal other people, okay? Fated events are moving you towards yourself, but also moving you towards establishing balance within your own life, okay? Having a relationship with yourself, best relationship that you can ever have, okay? Now, with Saturn and Aries, there are lessons to learn within relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. You may learn through karmic relationships, through people that didn't have your best intention at heart, that putting yourself first is going to be very important for you on your journey, okay? But now, with your chart ruler being in the 9th house, your philosophy, finding a meaning of life, a certain belief system, finding your own truth, finding your own life's purpose is also going to be to the forefront as well. Be sure to stay curious and keep your mind open. Be open to receiving others' perspectives from other people, because, other people are definitely going to help you to expand on your certain belief system, on your certain philosophy, okay? Just be sure not to rush through that, because that can leave psychological damage. We wouldn't want that, okay? Also, watch out for debates, argument energy, okay? Because sometimes the information that you're sharing other people may disagree, or perhaps you may disagree with other people when they're sharing theirs. So just watch out for the arguments and the debates as well, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Scorpio. We have Pluto and Sagittarius. Very powerful speaker, very powerful thoughts and opinions that you may have too. Other people have to be ready for the things that you say, is because the things that you're saying, there's truth in that. And that's actually causing people to either heal or to project. 9 out of 10 times they will project. So don't take on that projection. Be sure that you're focusing on prioritizing your philosophy, your belief system. Also finding a balance with sharing your own personal experience within any information that you're sharing with other people, because you naturally do that with Sagittarius having an influence on that 3rd house. That'll actually help you to stand in your power, just as long as you don't over-obsess with that, okay? Moving on, we do have Jupiter in Capricorn. We also have Neptune in Capricorn too. Early in life, you could have felt like you were living a normal life. Perhaps everything was going great, but then there was something that happened that kind of stunted you into reality, and now you may question certain things here too. Just be sure that we're prioritizing our emotional well-being from a realistic standpoint, juxtaposed looking at it from the false illusion that Neptune is putting on your 4th house, okay? Could have come from a large family, perhaps, or your early childhood is definitely preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. A lot of experiences that have happened early on may have not been the easiest too, since Jupiter is in debilitation, okay? But tapping into your career, status, legacy, and life's work can actually make that Jupiter stronger for you. Look at God, okay? Moving on, we do have Uranus in Aquarius. Having fun and really just living life for its fun and recreation can actually help you to build your confidence, as well as give you innovative ideas to make your future a tangible reality. So any future endeavors that you would like to execute for yourself, rather they be hopes and wishes, they can actually be turned into a tangible reality by paying attention to the ideas that come across when you're building your confidence, putting yourself out there, enjoying life for its recreation as well. Now, this may cause a little bit of conflict and inner tension in regards to your healing journey here. So be sure that we're letting go of any emotions that no longer serve us in regards to expressing ourselves, and also not expressing ourselves just for the sake of trying to gain power over somebody, certain things as well. But once we're expressing our authentic self and living in our truth and accepting our shadow side as well, because with the fifth house, it's expressing our authentic self, but it's only expressing our light attributes. Whereas Scorpio is expressing our authentic self through our light and dark attributes as well. So be sure that we are accepting all of ourselves to not only gain these ideas, but to gain emotional fulfillment as well. That way the square can turn into not only inner conflict and tension, but it can be turned around for a means of success and achievement, okay? Nothing in Pisces, already went over Aries. Moon and Taurus, very emotionally stable. Emotional fulfillment could be found through your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, dealing with any suppressed emotions that may come up from below the surface, and making peace with your past, okay? With Taurus energy, just be sure not to be too stubborn to let go of certain things that no longer serve you, okay? Moving on, we do have Gemini, we already talked about. We have Cancer, MC, as well as Sun and Mercury here. So major focus within career, status, legacy, and life's work is to do something that emotionally resonates with you. Otherwise, gets the chop. You could definitely utilize your ideas within your career, status, legacy, life's work. Also listen to your intuition here, since Mercury definitely can give you a lot of intuitive nudges. All right, but you could definitely utilize any communications or perhaps share your opinion openly and freely within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. As I said, just be sure it resonates with your emotional well-being. Okay, Leah? That's all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. Yes, intuition. Yes, we see that. We see that. All right, let's see here. Did we got a new one? Yes, I did. We got Heidi. All right, let's see what's going on here. So we have Dominique is up next, followed by Anaya. Anaya is on deck, okay? Let's see here. Should I do a last call? I'm considering. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm considering. Should I do a last call? Yeah, I'll do a last call. Hi, I'm Dominique. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so let me do a last call for readings. So last call for the readings. And then, because I'm not trying to be here all day, you know what I mean? But last call for the readings. If you want a reading, actually, let me go here before I start typing in information. If in the case that you would want a reading, they're $15, okay? So be sure to sign up for that. All you have to do is send your $15 to TRZO LLC, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The name is synonymous through all 3 platforms. Just be sure to include your birth information, such as date, time, and location, like the example that you see below. For international birthdays, just be sure to format that month, day, year, instead of day, month, year, because we're not in Europe. And if you forget to send your information, just be sure to send that to my Instagram at TRZO, TRESCCO. And we'll add you to the queue. Jayana, we got you. Oh, did not mean to do that. Excuse me. All right. So, Dominique, we're going to get to you. And you were born at a place, at a time, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days chilling out, maxing and relaxing, all cool. I was shooting some baseball outside in the school when a couple of guys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." You know what I'm going to do right after this? I'm going to listen to that full version on Spotify, because that song has been in my head, I think, like earlier this week somehow. Let's see here. All right, Dominic, let's see if you have any critical degrees. We have Sun 24 Gemini, Moon 19 Cancer, Mercury 15 Cancer, Venus 9 Leo. Venus is at a critical degree. Mars 25 Libra, Jupiter 27 Aries, Saturn 12 Taurus, Uranus 16 Taurus retrograde, Neptune 3 Aquarius retrograde. Did I say Uranus 16 Taurus? Uranus 16 Aquarius retrograde, Neptune 3 Aquarius retrograde, Pluto 8 Sagittarius retrograde, North Node 15 Leo retrograde, Chiron 29 Scorpio retrograde. Chiron's at a critical degree. But you know what? 29 degree Scorpio, it's a placement. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. Oh, that's Leslie. And then we have Ascendant 5 Virgo, MC1 Gemini. You know, this Chiron 29 Scorpio, I'm not going to lie, that may be causing a lot of havoc. Let's see where it's at. Where it's at. In the third house? Yeah, no, we're going to get to that. All right, so part of your ascension in this lifetime is for you to focus on your daily responsibilities, day-to-day events, work schedule routine around personal development and physical health. Definitely work out for self-criticism, or watch out for self-criticism, criticism of other people as well. Just be sure that you are focusing on being the best version of yourself that there is, okay? Chart ruler could be found in that 11th house of friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. Just be sure that whatever you're trying to execute for your future, that it resonates with you on an emotional level. Otherwise, it gets the chop. Okay, pay attention to any ideas, pay attention to any intuitive nudges that can actually help you to execute any future endeavors as well, too. You will have a lot of emotional support around you, such as friends, groups, networks, and organizations. Just be sure that we are not, no, never mind. Yeah, just be, no, I said what I said. Just be sure that we're not rushing to execute any future endeavors with this Mars aspect here. And with Saturn, just be sure that there's consistency, structure, and organization behind whatever it is that you're trying to execute, okay? Moving on, we have Mars and Libra in that second house there. Now, it is throwing an opposition to Jupiter here. So other people definitely may see your worth and value. It's up to you to see it within yourself, okay? With Mars and Libra, this does bring energy and drive to establish your worth and value, to bring some income in for yourself, as well as give back to yourself, really filling up your own cup, giving back to yourself through self-replenishment as well. Your immediate family may have an influence here. Now, with Mars here, just be sure not to equate money to your worth and value or rush into certain opportunities just for the sake of money, okay? Because that can actually cause money to leave or go out, or it can cause a transformation for you since it's throwing the aspect to that Jupiter in the 8th, okay? But I will say, when the universe tests your patience, ask yourself when enough is enough. That'll help you to establish that worth and value for you. Okay? Now, this could also come through transformation or come through a transition too. Okay? So just be sure to really be focused on your worth and value and not rushing to establish your worth and value as well, because watch out for spontaneity and impulsivity. Also, watch out for impulsive spending and frivolous spending too, with Mars being in the second house. All right? Then we have Chiron and Scorpio at that 29th degree. I just don't like Chiron or Scorpio at 29 degrees. It's just not a cute placement to have. You know, not the worst placement, but not the best placement. You know, only reason why I say it is because I had 29 degrees Scorpio as a progressed sun in 2020. COVID, my father passed away. It was sick, you know? But I will say with Chiron in the third house here, perhaps when you're sharing your opinions, your thoughts, you can do so in a very truthful way. And this is no fault of your own. This is nothing to do with you, but it rather has to do with other people, because the truth that you're speaking is very authentic. And people have to be ready for that, because your words, your communication is really giving people the ultimatum to heal or to project. 9 out of 10 times they're going to project, okay? So just be sure here that we're not even giving into other people's projection, but just focusing on finding an outlet to get those words, thoughts, and opinions out if you feel that you can't speak up for yourself. Rather that be journaling, speaking, whatever that may be to you, okay? This is actually going to help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. Also, there could be a lot of ideas that may have been suppressed, but once you implement them within your career, status, legacy, and life's work, that can actually help you to heal yourself and to heal other people as well, too. Oh, you write a lot? Oh, me too. I want to see your writings, okay? What do you write about? Do you write poetry? Do you write stories? You know, I want to know. Moving on, you have Pluto in the 4th house in Sagittarius. Very transformative upbringing. Could be a generational curse breaker. Very intense situations happening from early on. Could have caused you to run away from your emotions, because facing it too much is a lot. But once you face your emotions head on and actually deal with your emotional well-being, this can actually be a means of you stepping in your power. Now, your early childhood was actually quite transformative, because it was preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work too. I love poetry. I used to be a spoken word poet. I used to compete, but I don't compete anymore. I just put out albums now. Yeah, and just scripting. I haven't been that big on scripting. I used to be really good at it, but I don't do it as much. Like, I journal every day, but I don't script. I try not to. I may. I don't know. Depends on what you define as scripting. Anyway, your childhood was transformative because it's preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work. It is important to prioritize your life's purpose, moving towards that, taking action towards finding a belief system, finding a philosophy, figuring out your own truth in life, and expanding on that. That'll help you to step into your power, just as long as you don't over-obsess with that, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Capricorn. We have Neptune and Uranus in Aquarius. With Uranus in the 6th house here, can bring sudden changes to the day-to-day. Perhaps you may change jobs a lot. but also pay attention to your ideas within your day-to-day as well, because this can actually lead you to making your dreams and wishes a tangible reality by executing any future endeavors that you may have for yourself, okay? This can give you innovative and revolutionary ideas, but just be sure to face your day-to-day in a realistic lens, because Neptune can give a false illusion of what your day-to-day should look like. Just be sure to also implement spirituality within your day-to-day, or finding a balance between your personal development and your spiritual development journey. Okay, moving on. We have nothing in Pisces. Jupiter and Aries already went over it, but just be sure to prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past, and not rushing through your healing journey, since Aries is an influence here, because you're going to gain a lot of wisdom and you're meant to share that with other people. That's why, as well as implementing it into your own journey, of course. But this can also come with an inheritance. Just be sure not to spend that frivolously or spontaneously, okay? Saturn in Taurus in that ninth house. Saturn in the ninth, I do not like this placement. I'm currently going through it from a transit, and I'm ready for it to be over. But with Saturn in the ninth house, you're definitely going to learn the realities of what you may believe in, or the certain belief systems that may be out there. With it being in Taurus, you may learn not to be so dogmatic in your beliefs, because you may have to open yourself to different perspectives, because if in the case that you stay with your beliefs, you may miss out on new things that could be developed, okay? So with Saturn in Taurus, it's also teaching you to establish your worth and value, which is another indicator that you will be tested on your journey. Your patience will be tested. Nothing bad about that. But just ask yourself when enough is enough. That'll help you to establish your worth and value, all right? Then we also have a sextile to the moon here. So I will say that figuring out your life's purpose, taking action towards figuring out a belief system or a philosophy, can actually serve as a means of emotional fulfillment for you, and can also give you ideas to execute any future endeavors for yourself too. All right, Gemini MC, jack of all trades, master of none, and you'll even do it better than the master of one. Look at God, you know? Now with Gemini MC, major focus is going to be on your communication, developing your skills, and really just putting your eggs in multiple baskets, not doing just one thing, because you're not meant to do just one thing. You're meant to do multiple things, because Gemini does things in multiple, okay? Just watch out for spreading misinformation and gossip. Could be karmic, since it's sitting in the 10th house of karmic dealings, hardships as well. 10th house ruler, MC ruler being in the 11th house. It's not necessarily about what you know, but who you know as well. So be sure to get yourself out there and definitely network with the right people. But be sure that you emotionally resonate with these people as well, because that's actually going to be the people that will guide you towards making your future endeavors a tangible reality for yourself as well, okay? Moving on, I already went over Cancer. Just pay attention to your intuition as well when you're executing your future endeavors, and even around friends, groups, networks, and organizations. That can actually help you to navigate through those themes. But last but not least, before I let you go, we do have Venus, and we have the North Node in Leo. Definitely meant to focus on your spiritual journey, establishing a connection with the universe, deepening that connection if it already exists, and trusting in the unknown as well. You're meant to build confidence around this as well. So putting yourself out there, really expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection as well too. This will actually move you towards what you're meant to, the energy that you're meant to step in. Now, with Venus in the 12th house, it's a bit of a tricky placement here, okay? Because Venus in the 12th house can tend to go after your spiritual journey in a materialistic lens. You could earn money through your spiritual journey, or through your spiritual position, whatever it is that you do. However, with Venus being here, when we approach our spiritual journey from a materialistic standpoint, it can actually bring damage to our spiritual journey. Not only where Leo may be sitting, but wherever the sun is sitting as well. So with Venus's influence here, if you're approaching your spiritual journey from just the means of oh, I can make big bucks off of this can bring damage to not only your spiritual journey, but to your career status, legacy, and life's work as well. And we wouldn't want that. So just approaching your spiritual journey from your purest intention, from your purest energy per se too. Now you could have some karmic relationships, but you can also attract a relationship that is meant for you, that soulmate type of relationship, a relationship that you can have fun in as well, okay? Just be sure to find that balance between spiritual and your personal development journey, all right? Let's see here. I'm definitely multifaceted. I also read tarot. Oh, you do? Look at you, multi-talented. But I don't read for others yet. I'm more focused on other things. Gotcha. I will say just focus on developing the confidence within your spiritual journey first before putting yourself out there, or before becoming professional, if that's something that you are planning to do. And also just strengthen your intuition too. I always like to, but I will say strengthening your relationship or strengthening your intuition by really feeling out your feelings, listening to, this is not right, juxtapose going on TikTok and doing these stupid intuition tests. Don't do that, but just be sure to focus on your own journey and focusing on you, because this lifetime is not about doing what's best for the world at large, but really what's best for you, what you would like to do, what you would like to accomplish, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, readings are closed, everybody. Readings are closed. Readings are closed. Readings are closed. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, let's see here. Just making sure. Nice, I do tarot too. This actually explains a lot. Thank you. Of course, anytime, anytime. The readings are now closed. I'll be back next week on Monday, if in the case that you would like a reading. But I also have Anaya, I have Jean Ray, I have Heidi, and then I have Jayana that I'm getting to today. So if you want to stick around and watch those readings, you can feel free to do so. All right, so who's next? We have Anaya up next. Why is this not loading? 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. All right, let's see here. Ooh, Leavens. Is this Leavenworth? Leavenworth? Ooh, Kansas. Now, I don't know anything about Kansas. Do they have a song? Does Kansas have a song? Kansas doesn't want to be with Manses. I don't know. Let's see, 10:30, and here we go. Yeah, I like learning about others' birth charts as well. Same here. This is fun. I'm glad we're having fun, yes. So I have to be a little more selfish. Well, with North Node and Leo, because I actually have this in sidereal, it's just focusing on what you want to do, juxtapose what's for the betterment of society and the world at large, and just detaching from what it is that you want to do, if that makes sense. Everyone is so unique. That's why I love doing what I do. You know what I mean? Because everybody has too much unique energy and everybody's trying to be the same. All right, here we go. Sun 10 Pisces. 1010 definitely may be a confirmation for you if you're into numerology or angel numbers. Moon 17 Aquarius, Mercury 23 Aquarius, Venus 28 Capricorn, Mars 27 Sagittarius, Jupiter 9 Leo retrograde. Jupiter is at a critical degree. Saturn 22 Gemini, Uranus 29 Aquarius. Uranus is at a critical degree. Neptune 11 Aquarius, Pluto 19 Sagittarius, North Node 3 Gemini retrograde. Chiron 16 Capricorn, Ascendant 2 Scorpio, MC 8 Leo, MC your midhaven is at a critical degree. All right, let's see here. All right, part of your ascension requires you to focus on your prioritizing your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, making peace with your past. Letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path. It's really important here that you're not giving into other people's projection when you're just being your authentic self, because your energy serves as a catalyst for other people to either heal or to project. 9 out of 10 times they may project, so just don't take on that projection as well, okay? Let's see here. It does look like a star. Shine bright, shine far, don't be shy, be a star. Where you live, where you are, shout it out, be a star. That's right, tell your friends. All right, let's see here. Now, you do have 2 chart rulers, both sitting in that second house of worth, value, material possession, caring for yourself, as well as filling up your own cup and giving back to yourself through self-replenishment. Watch out for over-obsessing over money, spending frivolously and impulsively as well. Also, be sure not to equate money to your worth and value. Be sure to find the balance between giving and receiving. Other people may see your worth and value. It's up to you to see it within yourself. That's what's going to help you to step into your power here. Finding a philosophy, a belief system, or perhaps maybe your own truth, and finding your taking action towards your life's purpose and expanding on that will also help you to step into your power as well too. The universe will test your patience, so ask yourself when enough is enough. That'll help you to establish your worth and value moving forward. All right, moving on. We do have Chiron in Capricorn as well as Venus here. People definitely like what you have to say, so don't hold back your feelings and your or don't hold back your opinions, your thoughts, or speaking up for yourself, because I could tell in the past you did that. You kind of suppressed your thoughts, your opinions, what you had to say to other people, perhaps because other people projected based off of what you were sharing, okay? First and foremost, be sure that you are finding an outlet to get those words out, rather that be journaling, speaking, sharing with the universe what it is that you need to share, or writing the letter that was never delivered. Whatever works for you, as long as you are finding an outlet to get those words out, that'll actually help you to heal yourself and to heal other people too. Also, catering towards your career status, legacy, and life's work can also help you to heal too. In regards to Venus in Capricorn, you may require a relationship that's very communicative, with it being in the third house. But with it being in Capricorn, this may be a more mature relationship, something that is an older type of relationship. Your partner may be older, you may be the older partner, but you want maturity. You want somebody who's going to be established, somebody who is already putting in the work towards becoming, or really just trying to be the best version of themselves possible, trying to get the material security, somebody who is well established for themselves, okay? Somebody who's also intelligent too, somebody who can stimulate you, you know? Now, I'm talking about mental stimulation. I'm not trying to get flagged here, you know? I have an answer. What is the question? Moving on, we have Neptune, we have Moon, we also have Uranus and Mercury in Aquarius. This could represent an unconventional upbringing, definitely could have had an absent parent. Let's see here. Could be mother. Mother definitely could have been karmic, not karmic, but could have been absent emotionally or physically. Perhaps maybe this is just the less dominant parent. Nevertheless, be sure first and foremost not to detach yourself from your emotions or over-intellectualize your emotions, but rather feel them through. There could have been a situation early on that could have happened early on in life that you felt that at first your life was normal, but then suddenly something snapped you into a reality and it could have caused you to question everything. This was actually preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work, okay? Now with Mercury in the fourth house, there's a lot of intuitive nudges, but sometimes you may not listen to your intuition. You may question it. You may use it based off, or you may try to, what is that word? You might try to use logic to understand your emotional well-being. You just need to feel it through and learn yourself at a foundational level, okay? And really cater to your emotional well-being. Learning who you are at a foundational level, learning who do you want to be for yourself, who are you truly. This will actually help you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work as well. Ideas can definitely come from your emotional well-being when you're processing your well-being, ideas that are quite innovative and revolutionary, so I just write them down, you know? Let's see here. Now, this can actually help you in your healing journey as well, because there could be sudden transformative changes that do happen to push you into processing your feelings and your emotions, or just to process your healing journey in general. Maybe a little bit challenging since Saturn is here. There's the tendency to hold on to things that no longer serve you. So just be sure that we are relieving ourselves from energy, people, places, things, and now that no longer serves us as well, okay? Moving on, we have Sun and Pisces in that fifth house there. With the Sun in the fifth house really means that your life's focus is on building up your confidence, really expressing yourself, putting yourself out there, enjoying life for its fun and its recreation, as well as really focusing on your spiritual journey since it's in Pisces, focusing on establishing a connection with the universe, deepening it if it already exists, trusting in the unknown as well. Now, this does have an aspect to your career status, legacy, and life's work, but compromise is going to be needed because there's a lot of start and stop energy when in terms of expressing yourself and in regards to your career status, legacy, and life's work. You are meant to be confident within your career status, legacy, and life's work, but watch out for being overly confident with Jupiter and Leo here, because since your 10th house and your MC express itself through the Sun and Pisces, it's 8 places from itself. So this can bring a lot of transformation and, if not careful, a fall from grace, okay? So just be sure that we are tapping into our confidence, but really just not becoming too chaotic about it, all right? Also be sure to look at our confidence and look at life as far as its recreation in terms of a realistic standpoint, because Pisces can give you a false illusionment on what confidence looks like, on what life is supposed to look like, love, romance, as far as having fun and enjoying too. Let's see here. We have nothing in Aries, we have nothing in Taurus, we have North Node in Saturn and Gemini, jack of all trades, master of none, and you can even do it better than the master of one. With North Node in the 8th house, fated events are definitely urging you to prioritize that healing journey, staying curious about what information could be learned from this and sharing that experience with other people, or perhaps just sharing the information that you learned from your healing journey with other people too, okay? Because wisdom can definitely come from that. With Saturn and Gemini, just watch out for micromanaging things that are outside of your control, micromanaging things that you really are not meant to handle, that has nothing to do with you, or taking on energy that is not yours and having to be in control of that. Also confronting fears with intimacy, vulnerability, your healing journey as well. Those are things that definitely need to be take a look at, or those are things that need to be looked at, I should say. But definitely, I would say for the most part with Saturn in the 8th can definitely bring longevity to the life. May not be the healthiest life, but it usually brings longevity to some capacity here, okay? But as I said, the universe may test your patience, especially through your healing journey, but asking yourself when enough is enough can definitely help you down here to establish your worth and value, okay? Okay, moving on. Also, part of my stuttering today, because I'm just ready for Mercury retrograde to be over. I tend to do better when it's out of Mercury retrograde, but right now I'm just Let's see here. We do have Jupiter conjunct that MC here. Be sure that we're taking advantage of any opportunities that come across our career status, legacy, and life's work that are definitely meant to help us grow. Your mission in this lifetime is to really be confident in everything that you do. Being confident, expressing your authentic self is really the goal here, okay? As I said, your 10th house ruler is 8 places from itself in that 5th house, which means that if you overly express yourself in a way that could be over egoic or overconfident, that could represent the fall from grace or a transformation, or perhaps it could push you into a very intense energy. So I would just be sure to just be confident, but not be cocky, if that makes sense, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. You better shine bright, shine far. Don't be shy, because you are a star. All right, moving on. We have Jean Ray. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I was like, what is that about? Port Jefferson. What you know about Port Jefferson? Wait a second, Anne. What you know about Port Jefferson? Were you born in Mather or St. Charles? Wait a second. Does anybody else know in the comments? Wait a second. If I had been born on my due date 3 weeks prior, I would be a Sag, which does fit. So I'm assuming that you are a Capricorn. If I had been born on my due date 3 weeks prior, I'd be a Sag, oh wait, hold on a second. Am I missing? Okay, just kidding. My day makes me a Capricorn, but that doesn't fit me at all. If I had been born on no, so that's not valid. In your sidereal, you actually may be a Sagittarius sun, which is why you may be feeling that Sag energy more. But definitely pay attention to anything else that's in Sagittarius in your chart too, because that also may have an influence. Ooh, St. Charles. Yeah, I prefer that to Mather. I'm not gonna lie. I know Mather is a small hospital, but I'm like St. Charles. I'm like the aesthetics there. The aesthetic is just there. I saw what I said. Of course, anytime. Let's see here. Oh, I hope I didn't pause. All right, so let's get to Jean Ray. Is Jean Ray here? Jean Ray here? Oh, yes. Okay, great. All right, let's get to it. And I just need... Oh, I knew somebody from Garden Grove, California. I know a lot of people, actually. Not from Garden Grove, but from California in general. All right, here we go. Ooh. Just... Okay, just making sure that my desk was okay. I've never had a good experience at Mather. I've never had to go to Mather, thank God. My mom prefers Mather to St. Charles, but I'm like, I like the aesthetic of St. Charles better. Plus, she looks cute on the hill. Mather, I'm just not trying to go to Mather like that. I just had some sketchy thoughts of Mather, you know? That's just me. I wasn't born in Mather. I was actually born in Plainview, but like I used to live closer to Mather than I did St. Charles, although they're right down the street from each other. But like I prefer St. Charles through and through. But I don't know if my insurance also covers it anymore. Anyway, moving on. That's neither here or there because I'm no longer in that state. I'm no longer on Long Island. All right, let's see here. Let's go to Jean Ray's chart. Sun 11 Scorpio, Moon 24 Taurus, Mercury 18 Scorpio, Venus 11 Scorpio, Mars 13 Gemini retrograde, Jupiter 12 Leo, Saturn 20 Capricorn, Uranus 6 Capricorn, Neptune 12 Capricorn, Pluto 17 Scorpio, North Node 2 Aquarius retrograde, Chiron 27 Cancer, Ascendant 8 Aquarius, Ascendant at a critical degree, MC 26 Scorpio. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. All right, Aquarius ascendant, my first of the day. Definitely meant to focus on friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. It is really important to watch out for chaotic tendencies. They can come out sometimes, okay? Having a relationship with yourself is the best relationship that you can have because you are different for a reason. Perhaps you may go try to fit into different groups that are not meant for you in the first place. You may feel rejected. You may feel misunderstood. It's really important to understand yourself and understand why you're different. You have the energy to really progress society, to move forward, and to make the world a better place. We need you. We need you more than other people need them. Okay. But I will say here that with your North Node being in the first house, it's really important to focus on yourself, identity, independence, taking action towards your life's direction, and really giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. Okay. There's the tendency to put other people before yourself. Now it's time for you to put yourself first. Okay. This is definitely going to help within career status, legacy, and life's work. There could be a little inner conflict and tension, perhaps, because whatever it is that you want to do or whoever it is that you want to be may contradict the career status, legacy, and life's work. For starters, be sure that you're being your authentic self within your career status, legacy, and life's work, but also implementing any ideas that you may have within your career status, legacy, and life's work without over obsessing over it. That will actually help you to, turn this square into something that you can use as a means of achievement and success. But this T square in general, tapping into your personal life, processing your feelings and your emotions, catering into your more nurturing qualities, but also finding out who you are at a foundational level will also help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you may be experiencing up here, okay? You have two chart rulers. Both of them are in that 12th house of unconscious qualities, your spiritual journey, establishing that connection with the universe, trusting in the unknown, developing faith on your individual spiritual journey. It is really important to pay attention to your dreams, your subconscious, because there could be messages that can help you to move within your career status, legacy, and life's work as well. But anything that you do within your career status, legacy, and life's work, it is going to require consistency, structure, and organization as well, okay? But also, I will say your healing journey does need some consistency to it. So spending time by yourself, rather this be every day or creating some type of routine, since there's the balance to Chiron and Cancer, this will actually help you to heal yourself and heal other people once you establish something within your day-to-day, rather it be a scheduled routine. But there needs to be some consistency and, structure and organization to how you go about your spiritual journey, okay? But spending time by yourself is also going to be very, very recommended here. You may have a different approach to your spiritual journey, very unconventional, but whatever works for you, as long as it's working for you, you stay on that. But sudden karmic dealings can definitely happen with Uranus in the 12th house here. So pay attention to any authority figures, people that are trying to have a position of authority over you. Perhaps your father figure could feel karmic as well too. Whatever the case may be, if in the case that people are trying to, or they don't have your best intention at heart, spend time by yourself, setting up those energetic boundaries, because there's also the tendency that you take on energy quite easily, setting up those energetic boundaries and becoming discerning in your spiritual journey as well, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Pisces, nothing in Aries, Moon in Taurus in that 4th house. They're very intuitively guided here, or very intuitive, I should just say. But let your intuition guide you, because it can actually guide you towards your career status, legacy, and life's work. You're very emotionally stable for the most part here. I will just say listening to your intuition can actually do you wonders. It's only when you don't listen to your intuition that you get that transformation. And I'm pretty sure you don't want that transformation there. I feel a lot. I'm sensitive sometimes. Sensitive, that could be the moon in the 4th. I also have moon in the 4th too, and I'm very sensitive to energies, but it's also that 12th house energy too, with 12th house energy, that makes you very sensitive to your soul's energy, what your soul may want or what you may desire on a soul level. So you may be more sensitive to energy than other people may be on a grand scale. That's why you need to set up the energetic boundaries, because there's a tendency to take on other people's energy quite instantly, and you may mistake it as your own as well too. With Mars in the 5th house in Gemini, it is a lot of energy and drive towards developing your confidence, putting yourself out there, expressing yourself, shining your light, and not dimming it because of other people's projection. Now, Mars is retrograde, so watch out for self-sabotage, dimming your own light because of other people, okay? Trying to make other people feel comfortable here. You like to have fun. You like to keep it lighthearted and witty. Other people love that too. But just be sure here that if in the case that you want to build up your career, not your career, but your confidence, that you're putting your own energy and drive over it. Otherwise, you're just going to make yourself frustrated if you're not being your authentic self and expressing that out, okay? Because this can essentially help you out in relationships, partnerships, and interpersonal connections, business contracts as well. Moving on, we already did Chiron and Cancer, Jupiter in Leo, which leads me to my next gig. With Jupiter in Leo here, as I said, having a relationship with yourself, best relationship that you can have. You can actually learn a lot about life and the experience of life through relationships. Now, developing your confidence in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection is actually where Jupiter is asking you to do. But with Jupiter being in Leo, just watch for the over-egoism as well as the overconfidence, okay? But for the most part, you definitely do tend to attract a lot of relationships relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connections into your life, or just other people in general. This could be a square to your career because not everybody's meant to go with you where you're going. You're going to be put in a position of power and authority, and not everybody's meant to experience that with you. Not everybody has the energy to do so, okay? So it is really important to know that not everybody can come with you on your journey there too, and that could even be some wisdom that you're meant to learn. Nothing in Virgo, nothing in Libra. We have Sun, Venus, Pluto, Mercury, and the MC in Scorpio as well, last but not least. Now, with Scorpio MC, you're meant to transform the collective by helping them to step into their power, which means you're going to go through your own transformation. Be sure to prioritize your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, as well as making peace with your past. That's what's going to help you to step into your power, just as long as you don't over-obsess with that. Also, be sure not to over-obsess over your career, status, legacy, and life's work. Be sure to listen to your ideas. You could definitely communicate more freely within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. You're definitely more of a truth seeker, so people can't really lie to you, okay? Because when Mercury is in Scorpio, you like to get to the bottom of things and quickly. So that's why I say listen to your intuition. That's why you may be more sensitive to energy than other people are, is because it helps you to discern what is for you, who's telling the truth, and what energy is not for you, and who may be lying, okay? But within your career status, legacy, and life's work, other people will definitely help you. Other people will give you resources to grow and evolve in your career status, legacy, and life's work. Just be sure to open yourself up to receiving, okay? And that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, great advice. Thank you, thank you. Of course, anytime, anytime. Hello, do I use tropical or sidereal? I use both, but for the readings that I'm doing today, I'm doing tropical. Yeah, but I do both. I do both. Let's see, Heidi. Is Heidi here? Ooh, from Boston. And I don't know a song about Boston, but I like saying it, Boston. We got another Scorpio in our midst, ladies and gentlemen. And those who do not identify as ladies and gentlemen, those who identify as both. We have another Scorpio here. Hi, Heidi. Okay, let's see what's going on down here. Actually, I just want to see what's going on up here first. Okay, come on, Gemini Ascendant. We see you. All right, let's see here. Sun 9 Scorpio, Sun's at a critical degree. Moon 11 Taurus, Mercury 25 Scorpio. Venus 27 Scorpio, 27 could be a confirmation if you're into numerology. Mars 28 Aquarius, Jupiter 9 Sagittarius, Saturn 4 Gemini retrograde. Saturn's at a critical degree. Uranus 15 Libra, Neptune 1 Sagittarius, Pluto 0 Libra, Pluto's at a critical degree. North Node 9 Aquarius retrograde, North Node's at a critical degree. Chiron 10 Aries retrograde, Ascendant 18 Gemini, MC 22 Aquarius. MC, your midhaven, is at a critical degree. I love November baby. Now, wait a second, Rachel Marks, because I'm an October baby and I'm an October Scorpio, and I may be a little bit biased, but like, October Scorpios are better. I said what I said. Anyway, moving on. I know, bitter. Let's see. All right, Gemini Ascendant. Part of your ascension is to really focus on your community, communication, developing your skills, as well as siblings, cousins, your immediate environment may also have a huge impact on your ascension as well. Now, it is really important to not spread any misinformation or gossip, okay? This can actually be quite karmic for you with Saturn's influence in your first house. Okay, Saturn wants you to also develop consistency, structure, and organization when you're taking action towards your any future or future plans, goals, wishes that you would like to implement as well. It can actually aid into your healing, as well as in your day-to-day and in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. So spending time with yourself can actually help you to execute any future endeavors. It can help you in relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. But remember, having a relationship with self is the best relationship that you could ever have. And it can also help you within your day-to-day. Okay? Now, I will say here with Saturn and Gemini, you could be the jack of all trades, master of one, and you'll even do it better than the master of one. Just be sure here that you're putting your eggs in multiple baskets, okay? Because you have multiple interests, okay? So you're able to do whatever it is that your heart desires, all right? Chart ruler in your first house ruler could be found in the 6th house, Mercury in Scorpio here. Definitely, as I said, another lie detector here. You could definitely see when people are not telling the truth, when they don't know what they're talking about either. But this could actually be implemented within your day-to-day too. Only thing I'm going to tell you here, just making sure that Neptune is not in Sag, only thing here that I'm going to say is just be sure that you're not giving to other people to your detriment, that you're being of service to other people, overworking yourself to your detriment too, not over obsessing over your work as well too. Okay, Venus in the 6th house, watch for being the picky patty here. You know what you want. You're not going to settle. I'm not mad about it. I also have Venus in 6th house. But just be sure that we're not just giving to other people to your detriment. Watch for sweets as well, your sweet intake, because that can actually lead to diabetes with Venus in the 6th, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Cancer, nothing in Leo, nothing in Virgo. We have Pluto and we have Uranus and Libra too. Very unconventional way of developing your confidence as well as expressing yourself, putting yourself out there. You may like to have fun in a very unconventional way as well, but you do like to have fun with other people. Other people like to have fun with you. When you're expressing your most authentic self, this can actually be a means of stepping within your power, just as long as you don't over-obsess with that, as well as over-obsessing over relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts as well. Now, Pluto is throwing a sextile to not only Venus and Neptune, but it's also, just kidding. It's only Venus and Neptune. So I will say that, Mercury and Venus, not Venus and Neptune. So I will say this, with Mercury throwing a sextile, although technically it should be, it's only the sign over. But since it is throwing a sextile, effort's going to be required on expressing your communication. May not come as easily, may come with a little bit of time, but it is going to be something that gets better with time, as well as other people, relationships, the people that you could feel like you could be your authentic self around. That's also going to get better with time with you too. Okay, moving on, we already did Scorpio. We have Neptune and Jupiter in Sagittarius here. Just be sure that we're looking at relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts from a realistic standpoint here. Neptune's going to give you that false illusion. It's also going to give you dreams and visions over relationships, partnerships, and interpersonal connection, but it may not show it in a realistic lens. So just be sure here that we're looking at the reality of what these things are. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to look at the reality here now. I will say with Jupiter and Sag, just watch for the preachy, teachy, lecture Larry energy, because with Jupiter and Sag, they do have a lot of experience, but they do tend to just mouth off about the things that they've gone through and about certain things that ain't nobody are listening to. So just pay attention to your audience. Know your audience. Know your audience. Know who you're talking to. Because if somebody comes to you for advice, then share your story. Share your experience. Put yourself out there. But if ain't nobody asked, But I will say here, with Jupiter and Sagittarius, you can actually learn a lot about your life's purpose, learn a lot about a belief system, philosophy, as well as your own meaning of life. That can actually help you to heal yourself and to potentially help to heal other people too. Okay? Nothing in Capricorn. We have North Node in Aquarius, as well as Mars in the MC. Okay, so part of your mission is to do something that's very original. Perhaps very few people know how to do what you do, or perhaps maybe you're the first person to do what it is that you do. Whatever it is, it's quite original, innovative, and revolutionary what it is that you're meant to do. So be sure to pay attention to your ideas. You can actually help to progress society to move forward. Now, in regards to this being in your 9th house, you're also meant to question certain belief systems, question the conservatism around them, question the traditional belief systems too. Okay, the fated events will naturally happen here. Just watch out for chaotic tendencies. Also watch out for arguments and debates energy too, with Mars being in Aquarius. There's a lot of energy and drive to go after your future endeavors, your wishes, and your dreams as well. Just be sure that we're not rushing to execute that or rushing into finding a certain belief system for yourself, because this can lead to psychological damage, okay? Moving on, nothing in Pisces. Just be sure to establish a relationship with the universe because you are being guided within your career. And then we have Chiron and Aries in the 11th house. There could be wounds around feeling different, feeling rejected, trying to fit into a group that you had no business being in the first place. Let's be real. You could also have wounds around feeling misunderstood. You don't understand why you are the way that you are or why you feel different. You are different because you actually have the energy to progress society forward. It's actually in tandem with your North Node here. Once you realize that you're different to progress society to move forward, and that you actually have what it takes to bring that, to make that a tangible reality, that'll actually help you to heal yourself and to heal other people too. Just focus on being yourself. Just focus on taking action towards your life's direction, and just focus on really your identity, your sense of independence, creating independence for yourself. And that'll actually help you to heal yourself and to heal other people as well. Last but not least, before I let you go, you do have Moon in Taurus, very emotionally stable. You find emotional fulfillment through your spiritual journey, as well as establishing that connection with the universe, as well as your worth and value as well. Now, this is actually at the apex of a T-square here. Oh, sorry, it's not the apex, but the North Node's at the apex. The Moon is just one of the points. But tapping into your intellect, your ideas, your thoughts, as well as sharing your opinions with other people, backing that up with your personal experience and tapping into that South Node energy. So taking some gifts from confidence, putting yourself out there, and really just being the star of your immediate environment, or as well as just becoming confident in the things that you're saying, your thoughts, your opinions, and in your intellect. That'll actually help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you may be feeling. Now, I will say here, the catch-22 to this moon placement is mother might feel karmic for you, but I will say just paying attention to any emotional manipulation that may take place, not just from the mother, but in general, because that can tell you who's a hidden enemy, who doesn't have your best intention at heart, all right? But for the most part, I will say traveling to foreign lands can actually help you to progress on your spiritual development journey, okay? That's all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. Readings are closed, Benjamin. I'm sorry. Lots of Taurus moons, too. You get Taurus moons, Libras. But earlier this week, I had a lot of Scorpio. I had a lot of Aquarius this weekend. So today I would say that it's more Libras and Taurus. So a lot of Venus energy today. You know, maybe it's preparing for that sun in Libra coming on the 23rd, okay? All right, we got Jayana. Is Jayana here? Ooh, Las Vegas. I used to live in Las Vegas. I actually went to school out there. I went to UNLV. Yes, I did. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. Shut up and I don't know the words, clearly. All right, let's see here. Jayana's here. Great. Almost spooky season. I'm excited. I am too, because it's so close to my birthday. Yes, it is. Oh, come on, Cancer Rising. I'm also a Cancer Rising too. See, we have so much in common. Yes, we do. You know, I think it's fate. All right, let's see here. Sun 10 Cancer, Moon 21 Aquarius, Moon's at a critical degree. Mercury 5 Leo, Venus 23 Leo, Mars 29 Libra, Mars is at a critical degree. Jupiter 0 Taurus, Jupiter's at a critical degree. I hope you're enjoying your Jupiter return so far. Saturn 14 Taurus, Uranus 16 Aquarius retrograde, Neptune 3 Aquarius retrograde. Pluto 8 Sagittarius retrograde, North Node 14 Leo retrograde, Chiron 28 Scorpio retrograde, Ascendant 11 Cancer, MC 23 Pisces. All right, let's see here. Happy early birthday. Well, thank you. It's not for another month and a half, but I'll accept early gifts of an Amazon gift card and donations. So, I don't know. Lately, I've just been into Amazon a lot because I find everything that I need on Amazon. So if you guys want to send a, little gift card my way, feel free to do so. All right, here we go. Cancer Ascendant. Part of your ascension requires you to focus on your personal life, processing your feelings and your emotions, as well as home and family, listening to that intuition, as well as learning yourself on a foundational level. It's part of your becoming with that Sun in Cancer here. So who are you truly? Who are you to your core, okay? Now, with your chart ruler being 8 places from itself, you may feel weak over time if in the case you're not prioritizing that healing journey. So going below the surface, of really accepting the darker aspects of life and making peace with your past. Be sure to deal with any suppressed emotions that do come up. Also, be sure to not over intellectualize or detach yourself from emotions, but rather feel them through, okay? Letting go of what no longer is in service of you, or letting go of what no longer is in alignment, which in turn puts you in alignment with your dharmic path, will actually help you to step into your power here too. Now, with your chart ruler being opposed to the second house here, other people definitely see your worth and value, definitely destined for you to see it within yourself, okay? Now, with this being conjunct Uranus, sudden transformative changes are bound to happen, but this means that sudden wisdom can come about. This means that your financial situation can actually change for the better or for the worse suddenly. So just be sure here that if you are not in debt, be sure that you're not taking some moves to be in debt, okay? Also, watch out for who you're borrowing money from, because then that interest can definitely accrue, okay? But Neptune here, just be sure that we have a realistic view on our healing journey instead of this false illusion of what it's supposed to look like, okay? For you, it's going to be very different. It's going to be a little different than other people's talking about their healing journey, and it's meant to be different for a reason, okay? Moving on, we do have Mercury, we have the North Node, and we have Venus here in Leo. Watch for frivolous spending. Nothing wrong with a little self-splurging. Nothing wrong with, giving back to yourself. Nothing wrong with the indulgence. Just watch out for the overindulgence here. But your North Node is really asking you to focus on building up your confidence, expressing yourself, putting yourself out there, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection too, okay? Now, I will say here with North Node and Leo, you're meant to enjoy life, and you're meant to enjoy life for its recreation as well too. You're meant to have fun, okay? You're not meant to do things for the better collective or do things for the sake of just making the world a better place. you have the energy to do that, but your main focus is on doing what you want to do, doing from your heart. What is it that you would like to accomplish? Juxtapose what's good for the betterment of the world, okay? Moving on, we have nothing in Virgo. We have Mars and Libra in that fourth house here. Energy and drive towards your emotional well-being, processing your feelings and your emotions, really learning who you are at a core level. Now, this can also bring conflict, frustration in the home as well, too. This does throw an opposition to Taurus in your 11th house. So I will say here, that family can also be a source of frustration, conflict, feeling angry out of nowhere. This can come from other people, but it's also kind of like, if you're not prioritizing your emotional well-being, you may start to feel frustrated, which is kind of like a, indicator to go within, learning yourself more at that foundational level. With it being with it opposing Jupiter, I will say, usually it's not supposed to be in opposition, but since the degrees are kind of lined up and it's also at a critical degree, I will say, just be sure to balance, your future endeavors, dreams, wishes with your emotional well-being. So I will say here, be sure that whatever it is that you're executing for your future endeavors, it emotionally resonates with you, okay? That can actually help you to establish the balance there. Moving on, we have Chiron and Scorpio in the fifth house. I also have this placement too. When you felt that you were expressing your most authentic self and really trying to build up your confidence, other people tried to tear you down. Now you do have Chiron retrograde. Now you could sometimes self-sabotage and dim your own light because of trying to make other people feel comfortable. You're meant to stand in your power and you're meant to be your authentic self, especially with it being in Scorpio. You may find that past situations that you once went through look nothing like what you went through years ago. But with Chiron and Scorpio, especially in the fifth house, you are meant to be that powerful individual. People are going to be intimidated by your energy and they ain't nothing that you could do about that. That's just sad for them, not for you, but really enjoying life for its recreation and its fun, as well as stepping into your power, is also what's going to help you to heal not only yourself, but healing other people. Okay? But also tapping into your friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. That's going to help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you may be feeling with your Chiron being at the apex of a major T-square here, okay? Moving on, we do have Pluto in Sagittarius in that sixth house. Very powerful worker. Very transformative energy around your day-to-day too. But I don't know who conditioned you to believe that you need to put in all this much work in order to gain the successes. I don't know who told you that you just need to show your nice sides and not your dark side. Pluto's all about the wholeness of self, the light attributes and the dark attributes. Once you're your most authentic self within your day-to-day, or create some type of routine or schedule to implement that within your day-to-day, you will step into your power, just as long as you don't over-obsess with that, okay? Also, finding a belief system, a philosophy, your own meaning of life, your own truth will also help you to find your belief system, okay? Nothing in Capricorn, we already went over. Aquarius, Pisces MC. I also have this. I am your Pisces MC, Trevor Quincy. But let me tell you, Pisces MC, not an easy placement to have. And this is because you have a vision of what it is that you want to do, but it's all about the process of getting there. And that's really where your IC and Virgo comes from. You're a good observer. You know what it is that you can do or what not to do, what to go after or what to stay away from as well. But with Pisces MC, you really need to have a connection with the universe here, because you are being guided towards whatever it is that you're meant to fulfill, okay? Now, this could be in regards to making your dreams a tangible reality. This can be in regards to your healing journey as well. Perhaps you may be a healer to the collective at large, with Neptune having an influence. But I will say here with your Pisces NC, just be sure to have, or to get situated on whatever it is that you believe in, or just catering more towards your philosophy, your belief system, or your life's purpose, okay? You are destined for something and it's going to unfold naturally, not much work that you need to do. But whenever something does come your way, just be sure that you're taking action towards those things, okay? Nothing in Aries, we also have Jupiter and Saturn in Taurus here. When Jupiter and Saturn are in the same time, in the same sign, I usually call it the great teachers of life lessons, because Jupiter gives through expansion. Saturn will just teach you the reality. Jupiter will bring you to new experiences, new worlds, and Saturn's like, I will bring you right down the street and teach you whatever it is that I'm trying to teach you. But in Taurus, it's teaching you all about your worth and value, teaching you all about not to equate that to money. It's also teaching you about material possession, but it's also teaching you to give back to yourself, to establish that balance balance between giving and receiving and to fill up your own cup. With Jupiter being here, you have a lot of opportunity to execute any future endeavors that you have for yourself, and you do have a lot of support here, friends, groups, networks, and organizations. But with Saturn here, there is a karmic undertone to it here, okay? Because there could be unconscious qualities that may present itself around friends, groups, networks, and organizations. And the only reason why I say unconscious qualities is because the 11th house is 12 places from the 12th house, okay? So 12 from the 12th. So this means that your unconscious qualities may be at the higher expression. So certain things that you do that you may not be aware of may present in this 11th house. And your friends, groups, networks, and organizations may definitely pick up on this. But if you don't pick up on it, your support may back up. And not saying that you'll lose any support, but they may take a backseat to observe what's about to manifest in front of their eyes. So just be sure that you're spending time by yourself, spending time to really become aware of your unconscious qualities as well. That way, you're not learning in the harsh reality of certain things that you're not unconscious about, all right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Last but not least, before I let you go, you may feel as though that you don't have the resources to execute your future endeavors. You have everything that you need to get to that next level, okay? Remember, it's a process, okay? Now, Saturn also sits at a major T-square here. Major T-square here. So remember, it's all about confidence, building up that confidence, expressing yourself, enjoying life for its recreation, and not taking life so seriously. That's what's going to help you to alleviate any inner conflict and tension that you may have for yourself as well, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. Is there a good book that explains astrology and the birth chart? Yes, I will actually write it out. Yes. The book is called Book to Learn. Wait, hold on. Read this to learn astrology. If I can type out. It is called The Beginner's Guide to Life Astrology Edition. And it is by yours truly. Okay, so to answer your question, there is a good book that can teach you astrology. It can even teach you how to read your chart. And it's called The Beginner's Guide to Life Astrology Edition. It's actually in the link in my bio under TRZO or under Trevor Sebastian Publishing. You'll be able to find it. If you go to Trevor Sebastian Publishing, it'll lead you right to the books. All right? Great readings. I enjoyed everyone's birth chart. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to order me one. Yay! Look at God, look at God. All right, everyone. That is it for today. I will be back next week to do some more readings. But until next time, I fare thee well. Next time when I come back, Mercury retrograde will be over. Look at God. But until next time, take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.